We should be good. We should be back like cook crack. Probably shouldn't say that in the beginning of the video. Yeah, we back. We good. Okay. That's what I like to see. Let's get my boys back up in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get my boys back. No views 3 months ago. It's crazy. Okay, we're going to delete that one. Is this the new one? All right, man, share it back. We back. You can hear me now. Y'all can comment. Perfect. Share the video. Let's get them back in here. Let's get them back in here. Hit that like button. Share the video. We back. We back. We back. It's going down. I got a lot to say. Like I said, we got a rant coming today for the ages. I've been trying to stay off live, but I'm back. I'm back on live now. We might go live every day. I'm on their ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I am on the Detroit Lions ass with this platform, and that's just what it's gonna be. I got a lot to say. Y'all can debate me if y'all want. But I need y'all to share the video. I don't care if you share it on Facebook. I don't care if you share it on Twitter. I don't care where you share it. Share it. All right. What's up, John Stickney? That's my nigga. What up, Antonio Jenkins, C. Porter, my boy, Craig Jockman, who goes by Matt Craig 313 now. Scotty P. Shout out to everybody in here. Let's see what we got, man. I don't think too many people are going to debate you on this one. Now, I done seen some shit in these comment sections. Where Jawan Buchanan at? He a regular on my channel. I don't even know where to start. Let me start here. All right, let me preface this real quick before we even get into it. Let me preface this, okay? This video is going to be about Taylor Decker, about the front office, about Brad Holmes, about Dan Campbell, about where the Lions are headed, about our trajectory. But man, I just got to keep it real. Now, some people, you might not like it, but it is what it is. Let me close this window because I don't want the neighbors to hear me screaming. So look, I'm gonna start like this, okay? Let me go on my quick little what do you call it? My quick little monologue real quick, all right? Just so I can get y'all in the same mindset as myself, okay? Get the mic right. I want to get y'all in the same mindset that I have myself in, so y'all understand where I'm coming from and don't think I'm just being a SOLer, because I wasn't. Y'all, if you were regular on this channel, you know, for a long time, I completely ignored my feelings, right? I ignored my feelings. I supported Jared Goff. I supported Brad Holmes. I supported Aiden. All the people, remember initially when all this shit came out, I said these niggas was trash. I said Aiden wasn't that good. I said Jared Goff was ass. I said Brad Holmes was an idiot. I said Dan Campbell was an idiot. And then they start winning, so I fell back because I'm not the type of nigga that's just going to get on YouTube and be like, oh, everything's bad when everything's going good. There are some channels that do that. Never been one of them. I'm not no hater. I only speak from my heart. And from my heart, this is how I feel. Okay? That's my preface. Here we go. Exhibit A. My nigga. My bad. It's probably clipping and all type of shit. So, this is the first thing I want to say. Please remember, Brad Holmes has never been a part of a Super Bowl run. He's a first-time GM. He's never done it. Now, since he's came to our team, he has done some good. I'm not a hater. He's never done it, though. He's never been on a team that got over the hump and done it. Neither has Dan Campbell, all right? So these are both two guys who have never accomplished shit other than a trip to the NFC Championship, which I thank them for. I'm not a hater. I thank them for that. but I felt like they were incompetent to start. They started doing some good, and it's gone right back to incompetence. Now, they might shoot right back up. Cool. And then I'll change my tune again. But right now, I'm back on that 2022 energy. I'm back on 2022, 2023 energy because somebody has to explain to me, right? This is how I look at it. Somebody please explain to me how the Los Angeles Rams trade us their franchise quarterback that took them to a Super Bowl before, 2 first-round picks, and lose Aaron Donald, and lose Brad Holmes. Let's be honest. They lost Brad, they lost Aaron, they lost Jared, they lost 2 first-round picks. How is it that they somehow gone back to the Super Bowl, have gone back to multiple playoffs appearances, have won multiple playoff games, are still able to be flexible within their cap and get players? How do they have a quarterback that is better than ours, but still able to go out, make moves, bring in Trent McDuffie? They're still one. They are literally, the Rams are literally a muffed punt return away from beating New England in the Super Bowl. And Matthew Stafford having 2. How is it that they are not having any problems over there with Les Snead, a real fucking GM? How is it that Les Snead has them in a position where they can pick up all pro players, how they can win playoff games? They have a quarterback. Let's compare Matthew Stafford to Jared Goff. Let's compare the money. Let's compare the play on the field. Well, 1 is an MVP winner, Super Bowl champion. 2 is a woulda, coulda, shoulda been ass nigga. Coulda won an MVP one of them years, but he threw 5 interceptions versus the fucking Texans. Coulda won the NFC championship, but he only scored 7 fucking points while while David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs did all the fucking work. Jared Goff, let me calm down. What I'm trying to say is, let me stay on point. How is it that the Rams have seemed to get the short end of the stick but maximize everything the most? How is it that us having all of those draft picks that were supposed to get us over the hump is now actually become our detriment? What I'm saying is Brad Holmes is fucking incompetent. How does that relate to Taylor Decker? Think about it, bro. Think about what I'm saying for half a second, okay? Over the past 3 years, anybody in the comment section, tell me the upgrades. David Montgomery, was that 3 years ago? How long did David Montgomery been? 3 years or 4 years? We can start with David Montgomery. David Montgomery, if that's in the time frame, David Montgomery was a huge upgrade over Jamal Williams, right? David Montgomery is a huge upgrade over Jamal Williams, right? We also made a trade for Carlton Davis. Carlton Davis was a huge upgrade over. How is it? Anything else though? Okay, because I can think of two upgrades that we made, but when I say that to say, look at the fucking downgrades we've made over and over and over and over again while we're supposed to be winning the championship in the championship window. I just don't understand it. Okay, you can talk about Frank Ragnow, Zeitler, good catch, thank you, and Zeitler, thank you. You're absolutely right. But you can talk about how the Lions. Nah, DJ Reader wasn't an upgrade to shit. Man, gone. Y'all made me lose my train of thought with that one, Detroit fan, man. DJ Reed wasn't an upgrade to shit. Okay, but let me finish my thought real quick. What I'm trying to say is, think about it. While after the NFC Championship, because those guys were before, most of these guys were before the NFC Championship or that same year. I'm talking about after, mostly after for me. That's my biggest issue is after, right? You go from Carlton Davis to DJ Reed. You go from Frank Ragnow to Graham Glasgow. You go from I can't even think off the top of my head. You go D-line, linebacker, corner, you safety. You go. A lot of this is going to take place right now because we were decent. And I want to preface what I'm saying. The Lions have, I think, the easiest schedule in the NFL next year. I'm not saying we're going to suck. Let's not do that. I don't want to see that in my comment section tonight. I'm not saying the Lions going to win 6 games next year. The Lions have the easiest schedule in the league. We might win 10 games next year. I'm only thinking about the playoffs. I'm only speaking about Super Bowls. I'm only speaking about winning it because these niggas can keep hyping going to an NFC championship, but there's a lot of people in this fan base that have been alive for that already. We already had the drought, went to the NFC championship with Barry Sanders and them niggas, got our ass beat by the Cowboys, and then went 30-some fucking years before we ever came back, right? So when you get me to the NFC championship and then you start getting worse and worse and worse every year, I start to have flashbacks, gang. I'm starting to have flashbacks. And now I'm looking, and it's like, okay, we have, 2 picks in the top 100? I mean, let me do some research first. Hold on. I believe we have 2 picks in the top 100. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Shout out to my boy Pride Time Beef with the super chat. Thanks for the 5. We don't retain the upgrades, but keep the downgrades and injured. That's my point. You beat me to the punch because I got sidetracked too much. You beat me to the punch? Absolutely. Yeah, so the Lions have 2 picks in the top 100. Let me see one thing. When's the last time we've had less than 3 picks in the... Because I believe it was the Terrion Arnold draft, which was his worst fucking draft. Yeah, the Tyleik Williams draft. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, again, I said that to say we have 2 picks in the top 100. We now need a starting left tackle. If we move Penei Sewell to starting right tackle, we now need a starting right tackle, a starting center, and a starting left guard. We need a number 1 corner. We need another linebacker to replace Alex Anzalone. We need another edge opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. We needed another defensive tackle that's going to replace DJ Reader. We need 2 motherfucking safeties. We need a backup run. We need 10 motherfuckers to come in here and play significant motherfucking snaps. What the fuck are y'all doing? 10 in a Super Bowl window? 10? I don't understand how this happens. 10? Gang, 10? We damn near need 10 starters? And we supposed to go to those 10 starters? Let's talk about Taylor Decker. If I see another one of you casual, nigga, first of all, salute to Taylor Decker. I wish you the best. Ohio State, great. Detroit Lions, great. The best left tackle we've had since Jeff Backus. And Taylor Decker is better than Jeff fucking Backus. Probably the best left tackle. I don't know. Maybe I'm forgetting somebody that's a legendary Hall of Famer out there. Y'all remind me. But I can't think of a motherfucking left tackle I've ever watched better than Taylor Decker on this team. And y'all are telling me for $11 million in savings, $11 million in savings, you let the best left tackle in your franchise history, unless the comment section corrects me, I'm not 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. So if y'all correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. You for a savings of $11 million, you let the best left tackle in the history of the game, your franchise, sorry, not the game, go. Off of one bad year where he soldiered through shoulder injuries, where he could have packed it up and sat down, where he could have said, nah, I'm not good. He went out there, put his body on the line, played as many snaps as he could, he had league average pass blocking grades all season and below average run blocking grades. I'll give y'all that. I'll give y'all that. He had below average run blocking grades. But he did it because I'm seeing people in all these comment sections, Mike Valini, all these people keep saying Taylor Decker fell off. His play has been declined. No, the fuck it haven't. Nigga, are you stupid? In 2024, he had a 77 overall grade. Weeks 12 through the playoffs, he took that 77 overall grade up to 82. He was a top 20 tackle in NFL 2024. He had one bad season. 2025 was statistically the second worst season of his career. So it might have been like his rookie season or his sophomore season. But this is a guy that has been extremely reliable, productive, and even at his worst. This is what I'm saying. At his worst, he was an average left tackle. At his, I believe he gave up at most 4 sacks last year. Now the run blocking fell off, but he only had one arm. Okay, he couldn't move people out of the way because of this injury he played through. I'm saying that to say, bruh, is $11 million worth it to now have to replace? We went from having the best offensive line to literally nothing. We got Penei Sewell. That's it. Penei Sewell, that's it. And I bring up the Rams earlier to say, bro, what Brad Holmes is doing is not cooking. Stop saying let Brad cook. Stop saying let Brad. It's not cooking. We're in cap hell because he didn't do a good job. If he did a good job, we wouldn't be $30-some million over the cap, having to let go of Taylor Decker. We wouldn't be making trades for David Montgomery, a man that has single-handedly won us the Baltimore Ravens game. Did y'all forget? Single-handedly won us the Baltimore Ravens game. Single-handedly. A guy that has been productive, a guy that has been hungry. You talk about grit. You talk about all that bullshit that this nigga Dan Campbell loved to preach. And y'all telling me y'all traded him for $1.6 million in savings, a bum-ass second-round draft bust at left guard or center, and a 7th-round pick? And we supposed to be winning a Super Bowl. What? Cool. As far as they, all right, bet you with that 4th-round pick, you might be able to draft any type of running back or any who to do from the Cardinals. Who's the guy from the Cardinals? I can't remember his name right now. I'm too emotional. What's his name? James Conner. James Conner is going to be 31 years old when the season starts, has never played a full season in his entire NFL career, coming off major surgeries. That's the go-to? Oh, we got Petson. We could let him go, save $1.6 million, and get James Conner as a backup. So James Conner can get hurt week 6, nigga, and be on IR? All right, Lomas Brown. Thank you, William. Lomas Brown better than Taylor Decker. I'll put him in second. None of this makes sense, bro. Taylor Decker needed to take a pay cut because he's a backup, not a dependable starter. Are you out of your fucking mind? Is that rage bait, Gritville? Gritville, is that rage bait? Taylor Decker needed to take a pay cut because he's a backup and not he's one of the. Are you dumb? I gotta be rage bait. I'm not even gonna entertain that, bro. I'm not even gonna entertain that, bro. I see another comment. What he said? Move Sewell to left tackle. Okay, I'm with you. Draft the right tackle. I would rather draft the left tackle. Listen, if I'm doing anything, if I'm being honest with you, I'm keeping Penei Sewell right tackle. I'm drafting Monroe Freeling from Georgia, putting him at left tackle because he's a Taylor Decker clone. I'm going out there. I'm giving Tyler Linderbaum whatever he wants, or I'm giving Connor McGovern whatever he wants. But that still leaves 7 more fucking holes, and you got to sign Tyler Linderbaum for $20 fucking plus million. You got a 1st-round pick that you got to pay. What you gonna do at safety? Like when they talk all this culture shit. That's another comment I saw. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm going off. Yo, mic is cooked. It sound crazy? Hold on. They ain't tell me the mic sound crazy. Hold on. Give me 1 second. What was that ad playing or something? What the fuck? I don't even know where my phone is. You're echoing? I'm echoing? Oh. I didn't know I was echoing. Hold on. Hold on. How the fuck am I echoing? Okay. But it's not letting me. Okay. Yeah, this mic is cooked. Hold on. Bro. Hold on. Let me fix this. Damn, I wish I would have said something earlier. And it's not giving me the option to properties, sources. I don't know why it sounds like that. That is crazy. Filter. There we go. Yo, you hear me? Damn, bro, I was getting into the groove. Y'all done fucked me up, man. I don't hear no echo though. Nigga lying talking about echo. There we go. Perfect. I had the mic all the way up to the max. So it should be good now. Is it good now, bro? Oh yeah, the desktop audio's on. There it is. Should be fixed now. No, it's two of them now. Should be good now. Nope, no, hold on. It's good now. I fixed it. I promise I did. One mic. I had three mics on. That's why I sounded like that. No, one more. Perfect. All right, bet. Sorry, y'all. I had three mics on. Sorry about that. Where was I? Okay. Yeah, I had three different mics on. But my point is, if I can remember where I was at, come on now. This is. I don't get it. I don't understand how we end up here. That for all the talk of culture this, culture that, culture, grit, we got good guys. We only want guys that's going to buy in. If everybody's buying in and nobody's won a championship, why do you keep having to reset the market with every person you sign? Why is nobody taking the Tom Brady route? That's all I'm asking. Why is nobody taking the Tom Brady route? Why is nobody saying, hey, you don't have to reset the market with me. I don't need to be the second highest paid. I don't need to be the first highest paid. Why is everybody going straight into the negotiation room, bending Brad Holmes over the table and giving him that work? Pause. How come? Jared Goff, such a leader. Why? Why does he have a $70 million cap hit then? You think Tom Brady would have did the Patriots like that? Like, y'all keep glazing this nigga for doing stupid shit. This nigga is playing franchise mode on rookie. Every single time we pay somebody, it's market setting. And I know y'all, the market gonna change when somebody better than them get paid. Yeah, because that person they getting paid is fucking better than them. The only nigga who deserved it was Panay and Amon-Ra. Why is Derek Barnes on my team? Why is Jared Goff's cap hit $70 million? Why do you have $1 billion medical staff and we're paying a player in Kirby Joseph with degenerative knees a year early? Like, And you know damn well Gibbs ain't taking no pay cut. Nobody's taking a pay cut. Nobody's taking a pay cut. We gonna keep being in cap hell. Because he gonna keep going into the negotiation table and getting bent over the fucking table. Why are the Rams not in this position? Why is it us? Why do y'all keep glaving him, act like he's doing everything right? This nigga suck, bro. I don't know how else to explain how bad he's doing right now. And we're gonna come out next year with the easiest schedule, win 10, 11 games. Hopefully. A lot of that depends on what you do with the O-line, because that easy schedule could be a tough one. It might be a 9-win team. Hopefully 9 is enough to get in. The Bears ain't playing with us. The Vikings, they about to go get Kyler Murray. They about to go get Geno. They about to go get somebody that can get Justin Jefferson in the ball. And we saw what they defense did to us. And guess what? Our offensive line got worse. That's what I'm really thinking about. My thinking cap is on the Bears being the favorites to land not only Taylor Decker. The Bears being the favorites to get Taylor Decker and Max Crosby. You got Micah Parsons in Green Bay. And then you got the Vikings defense who going to blitz you. They're going to run double A gap and blitz the shit out you all night. We saw how effective we were versus them. This shit is pathetic. If I don't understand how a general manager looks at our record, we went 2-6 in the division. And didn't we? Didn't we beat the Bears twice and everybody else swept us? Did we beat the Vikings? I can't even remember. I'm sorry. As long as you sign Gibbs before Bijan, I'm not worried about that, bruh. I'm not worried about Bijan's contract affecting Gibbs' contract. I'm not. Because guess what? If they sign Gibbs to a $20 million deal this season before they need to, this nigga is the worst GM in the history of the program. I'm sorry. He's stupid. I've never seen – there's no reason to be talking about paying Jahmyr Gibbs right now. Everybody with a half a brain knows you get a young running back and you run his ass into the ground before his next contract. I don't want to. I like when the franchise do good by the players and niggas. I like it, but it gets to a point where fuck no, nigga. No, why the fuck? What the off season after this nigga had what 3? He had what 600 yards and 800 yards in 3 games, and then he was ass in the rest of them. You didn't go to the playoffs. You were last in the division. After that season, why the fuck are we talking about paying somebody early in the offseason? Nigga, no! Are you out of your fucking mind? Why? I swear to God, bro. I don't understand. Somebody in the comments make me understand it. You're last in the division. You don't make the playoffs. You get to the offseason, and then you pay a running back $20 million. Why? What are we talking about? Shit is stupid, bro. Vikings swept us with 4th-string quarterbacks. And they about to go out there. They're going to get Kyler Murray, or they're going to get Geno, or they're going to bring back Kirk Cousins. They're going to bring back somebody that can actually throw. We're not going to lose a game to a quarterback with 13 passing yards next. Why? The offensive line worse. Everything, it don't make sense to be doing. I don't get it, bro. I'm trying to make as most sense of it as I can. I don't get it. We let go of 2 highly productive players, and we saved $12 million. We saved $12.6 million. Bro, just a show of hands in the comment section. Would you rather have $12.6 million or Taylor Decker and David Montgomery? What the fuck are the Lions doing? Would you rather have an extra $12.6 million or have Taylor Decker and David Montgomery? What the fuck? I don't get it. I can't keep acting like I get it. I can't keep acting like this shit makes sense. I can't keep acting like these niggas have some type of direction or some type of plan that I can sit here and fake like I still believe in. Now, if we release Taylor Decker and Demo and we saved $20-30 million, it'll make sense. Nigga, you saved $12.6 million. You saved $6 million apiece and lost two of your most productive players. You lost your second best offensive lineman and your second best running back. And then on top of that, you're trading players. You're continuously downgrading your offensive line. The offensive line has continuously been downgraded. What do you win? How's the running game supposed to improve when you trade your left tackle and trade your running back? But we want to run the ball. Are y'all hearing me, bro? We want to get back to running the ball. We want to control the line of scrimmage. What are you doing off season? Well, we trade our power back, we trade our hardest runner, and we trade our franchise left tackle. And we what? What sense do it make? I'm telling you, bro. This offseason has got to be, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Boy, we saved $12.6 million. This may have been our only shot. All you can eat check down dirt ducks from golf. First round OT, second round safety, fourth edge, sign Linderbaum and Cam Jordan. What the fuck do I want with Cam Jordan? Hey, bro, listen here. Y'all ain't learned y'all motherfucking lesson with these old ass niggas. What the fuck I want Cam Jordan for? No disrespect, Cam Jordan. I think he had 10.5 sacks last year. I'm just so used to teams squeezing all of the production out of older players, and then they come and get their last paycheck here. Cam Jordan might come here and he might be a dog. Wow. If that's what I'm looking forward to, I'm shitty. A 36-year-old? Man, come on. He gonna be 36 when the season start. Honestly, trade St. Brown at this point if you really believe in Tesla and let him unlock his potential. I'm not trading St. Brown. I'm trading J-Mo. J-Mo the one that got to go. I love J-Mo. St. Brown is just – I'm just thinking about my quarterback. I don't want a football team where Jared Goff has to drop back behind this shitty-ass O-line and throw it to J-Mo, who he can't hit on the money, or Tesla, who has to make – like either J-Mo has to either burn you, Tesla has to moss you. Amon-Ra the only one that can literally like just get open on any route. All right. St. Brown can get open on a 10-yard route, a 15-yard route, a 20-yard route, or 8-yard route. J-Mo can't get open unless he's running past you because he's not a good route runner. He's fast as shit. Don't get me wrong. But he's not a good route runner. Tesla, he's a okay route runner. But he creates zero separation, so he has to go Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson on you. No, if anything, I'm trading J-Mo. If anything, I'm trading Sam Laporta ain't getting a fucking dime from me. I want to be very clear. Sam Laporta ain't getting a fucking dime from me. The same way we can do exactly what we did to TJ Hawkinson. Literally, exactly what we did to TJ Hawkinson. Hello, Sam Darnold. I mean, Sam Laporta. I'm crazy. I'm an idiot. Sam Laporta. I don't have a dime for him, bro. I don't have a penny for that man. I don't have a penny for him. It's over. He got to get traded. And then, and y'all keep talking, bro. I want to put some money up. I really want to put some. When I made my video about us trading for that second round pick, what's his name? Juice, what's dude name? Juice Scruggs from the Texans. Everybody told me, no, he's deaf. Look, I want you to look me in my eyes. He's your starting center. This nigga not about to spend $20 million on Linderbaum. He want to spend $20 million on Gibbs. We are 20-something million. Are y'all keeping up? Good tight ends are harder to find than wide receivers. Then why do we trade a 2-time Pro Bowler and TJ Hawkinson directly to the Minnesota Vikings and then draft Sam Laporta? If they're so hard to find, why do we just have the easiest transition of all time? We traded a 2-time Pro Bowler at tight end because we didn't want to pay him. Drafted Sam Laporta high. No, nigga, we going to do the same thing again. His ass is gone. His ass is gone. Juice, listen, y'all niggas think I'm playing, bro. Watch what I tell you. Juice Scruggs is your starting center. I can almost guarantee it. I promise you he's not sitting on the bench. I promise you he's not sitting on the bench. I promise you he's not sitting on the bench. I promise you. I know my team, bro. I know Brad Holmes by now. It's y'all niggas that seem to be lost in the sauce. If he's not your starting center, he's your starting guard. I promise you he starts. I promise you he starts. The reason I think he's going to be a starting center is because in 2024, he started 13 games at center. He was, I think PFF had him ranked 15th. Right? He started 13 games at center and was ranked 15th amongst all centers. He gave up 5 sacks. Right? He did give up 5 sacks. But I think they see the upside. And then you add on top of the fact that he had a decent 2024. And that's why I kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt. He does have upside. His most shittiest years are at guard. But if he was a top, like, I'm trying to think in terms of what the Texans were thinking, right? If he was 15th ranked overall at center in 2024, why did he lose his job and get moved to guard? Or was there an injury at guard and they had another center who they felt was decent, so they had to move him to guard? But why was he never able to start? Why was there's so many questions. I promise you, he gonna start at one of these positions. He gonna start at one of them positions, bro. It is, I promise you, bro. I wish I could pull up the PFF grades for our projected starting line next year. Why Bears fans in here, y'all bored with your team? Because, nigga, they the Chicago Lions. They're the Chicago Lions. They got our offensive coordinator. They got DeAndre Swift. We got David Montgomery. We are connected at the hip to these niggas. They about to get Taylor Decker. They about to get our targeted prize defensive edge player. Like, when Brad paid Kirby, I started to realize that Brad was trash and just got a good eye for skill positions. You know what I was thinking? And I can't remember if I said this to y'all or not, but I was thinking about this too. From the bottom of my heart, this is what I think, right? Let me walk y'all down memory lane. Think about our last couple of GMs. Okay? Think about our last couple of GMs. Think about going into the offseason while you have Matthew Stafford, you have Marvin Jones, right? I'm pretty sure what's his name? What's the linebacker name that's in our front office now? He's an all-time legend of ours. The white dude. Chris Spielman. You got Spielman. You got whoever the other people, and then they brought over the other dude from the Browns. What's his name? Because those were the two people that were in charge of helping Sheila make the decision, right? So you got Spielman, and then you got that one dude from the Browns. Is it Roseman? Or whatever his name was. He's pretty good too. But look, so this is what happened. They went back and what they did was they determined as a unit the reason why we kept failing while having a Hall of Fame quarterback is because of the draft. John Dorsey, there you go. Ray Agnew, John Dorsey, Chris Spielman, but John Dorsey, who I was thinking of. All right. So when they sat in those millions meetings with Dorsey, with Spielman, and they were looking over everything, I've always told y'all, Bob Quinn was worse than Matt Patricia. So, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing by Sheila. She was smart to do it this way to an extent. But the goal for the Detroit Lions that offseason was find somebody that could draft. And I'll give Brad Holmes his credit. Nigga, you can draft. You can draft some bullshit, and you can draft some straight up dogs. You can draft, right? I'll take the bullshit that you gave us when you giving me Aiden, you giving me Panay, you giving me St. Brown, you giving me Gibbs, you giving me Branch, you gave me some shit that I like. Okay, so, but the problem is that was as far as they thought, and we're all human. Everybody can't have the master key, right? Everybody has people. You can't you don't get everything right the first time. So what they wanted to do was get a general manager that knew how to draft. And they went out, they did their due diligence. They heard, hey, there's a guy in LA who's really good at scouting, who's hit on some guys, da-da-da-da. He interviewed well, you hire Brad Holmes. And then they wanted a guy, a head coach, not an X's and O's guy, not a play caller like Sean McVay, not a play caller like LaFleur, not a play caller like Shanahan, right? They wanted somebody that can get the most out of their draft picks. And that's why we had our run of success. The problem was it wasn't good enough. It was good. It was great. But you have to be extraordinary to go ahead and win that Super Bowl. So you have the motivator head coach in Dan Campbell who can get the most out of the good players that your general manager drafts. But now we've run into problem number 2. So now we are at the opposite end of the spectrum of where we usually are, right? Because usually we have a ton of veteran talent. We have Matthew Stafford. We have Reggie Bush. We got Glover Quinn. You know what I'm saying? We have veteran talent on the team, but we can't draft for shit. Outside of, what's my man's name? The black dude. Mayhew. Mayhew was the only nigga that could draft. Okay? And Brad Holmes hasn't been better than Mayhew either. I've had this debate with people too. Brad Holmes has not been better. He has better results, but as far as who got brought in, when you get to talk about Matthew Stafford and Ndamukong Suh, Glover Quinn, Darius Slay, no, buddy. He's not surpassed Mayhew yet in terms of front office. On the field talent, Mayhew and them never went to NFC Championship. Y'all win that debate. But we are at opposite ends of the spectrum. And so now we have the GM who's really good at drafting and the coach that's really good at motivating players. But now, think about if you're playing Madden, right? Right. So let's say they imported coaches into Madden and coaches had stats. This is the best way I can think of it, right? Brad Holmes, his scouting and drafting would be in the 90s, 95, 96, 92. He'd be up there. But then you get to free agency, trades, contracts, all those shits is in the 60s and 70s, right? His pie chart is a really high college evaluator. That he's a college, that was his role with the Rams. If you go back and do your research, he was a guy that was in charge of finding college talent. They had an entirely different person and an entirely different department to scout, find veteran NFL talent. He's never worked on the veteran NFL talent side of the front office. So his pie chart is fully college. That's why you're here where you're at now. That's why he keeps overpaying every single person he drafts. I say again, why is Derek Barnes on my team? I got Malcolm Rodrigo, who's a free agent, who we're probably going to let go. I promise you, I would rather have Malcolm Rodriguez than Derek Barnes. Don't give a fuck how you feel about it. I would rather have Malcolm Rodrigo than worthless-ass Derek Barnes. Why is Derek Barnes here? William Watkins, thanks for the $2 super chat. So Brad is going to go out. He's going to scout. He's going to do a good job, and then he's going to pay his picks the top of the line because he feels like his picks are what's going to win the Super Bowl. When in reality, Kyle Shanahan, Howie Roseman, all the Bill Belichick, all the niggas that you've seen have dynasties, mini dynasties, in and out of the championships, in and out of the NFC championships, dominating their conferences. All of them have had a very good blend of drafting and talent acquisition on the NFL side. His lack of talent acquisition on the NFL side is what is the problem. You can't let Taylor Decker leave, Frank Ragnow leave, David Montgomery leave and just expect me to think you gon' because I was there. I saw it. Carlton Davis, bro. This nigga just started in another Super Bowl. That's 2 Super Bowls. He's a legit number 1 corner. And I remember I got downvoted to hell. I had like negative 30 downvotes on Reddit because I was the only one brave enough to go, hey, y'all keep making these posts talking about DJ Reed's an upgrade over Carlton Davis. It's not true. Think about the defensive line that was in New York. And then you bring in DJ Reed, who has Sauce Gardner next. Sauce Gardner traveled with the best player. DJ Reed got to guard number 2s behind a dominant-ass D-line. Now he's coming over here to guard number 1s behind a trash D-line. Of course DJ Reed fell off. Of fucking course. But the problem is you let go of Carlton Davis, you save less than $5 million. It brings me back to this fucking his hatred of veteran talent. He's willing to let veteran talent go for pennies, which is why we keep going in reverse. That's not how you build a team. Now, again, some guys' contracts can get up to 19, 20 million. Let them niggas go. I'm with you. But when you replace Carlton Davis, again, 6'1", ran a 4.4 with 5'9", running a 4.5 because you wanted to save less than $5 million, I'm going to look at you like you fucking stupid. Where did that get you? And then I start to think about other things. I start to think about Jahmyr Gibbs and the plan to pay Jahmyr Gibbs $20+ million, especially if they do it early. And then I start to think about where has drafted Jahmyr Gibbs over Jalen Carter got us? Because we could have still got Jack Campbell. We might not have Laporta, who gives a fuck about Laporta? I'm sorry, who gives a fuck about Laporta? Where has these decisions got you that makes this man deserve all this glaze? Nowhere. It's got you in a nowhere, bro. Like Brad Holmes drafted Rodrigo. He might get to stay on the team. He might, but we're in cap hell. We are in cap hell. We're in cap hell. It is what it is. And the reason I call it hell, even though, again, I'm not an idiot, I understand St. Brown's going to restructure, Goff's going to restructure, Panay's going to restructure, and we're going to have all this fake money because the salary cap is fake. But we're going to have all this fake money because we restructured, but all we really doing is creating void years and another bill. And again, I'm the guy who came out here and told y'all, hey, bro, the 5-year rule exists. There's never in the history of the NFL been a quarterback and a head coach win a Super Bowl year 6 if they didn't win year 1 through 5. If you don't win 1 through 5, you never win it. So we still got that, right? We still have that little tidbit. So not only are we on the wrong side of the 5-year rule, we keep down. Listen, two positions you do not, three, honestly. 3 positions you do not want to downgrade. I have watched my team downgrade all 3 positions. Right? Quarterback, we downgraded from Stafford to Goff. Cornerback, we downgraded from Darius Slay to Carlton Davis to DJ Reed and Terrion Arnold. This nigga Terrion Arnold out here playing GTA 6 in real life. We downgraded from left tackle Taylor Decker to whoever. Unless Penei Sewell moves to left tackle, I fully believe in Penei Sewell being able to play left tackle. But left tackle, cornerback, quarterback. 3 positions you need to constantly be upgrading in. I'm watching us go in the wrong direction. And even if we do somehow save the left tackle one with Penei Sewell, the downgrades to the rest of the O-line don't make that much better. Sure, Penei Sewell might not give up a sack, but Ratledge is going to give up 10 of them. Mahogany's going to give up 15 of them. And then you got to depend on a rookie at right tackle. It just sucks, bro. Bobby, you bring back a Meek? Fuck no. Listen, I like a Meek. I'm not saying a Meek is trash, okay? I'm not saying a Meek is trash. I'm saying fuck no. Another 5'9" guy that runs a 4.5. Listen, 5'9" guys that run 4.5s can play in the NFL. But they need to be behind a dominant D-line. If a Meek wants his career to go to the next level or get a real big paycheck, he has to be on a team. He has to be on a team that has a defensive line that can force quarterbacks to A, throw the ball early, or B, throw the ball inaccurately. Because when you're short and you're slow compared to the person you're guarding, right? Because if you're a 5'9" corner that runs a 4.5, how many 5'9" wide receivers that run 4.5s do you think you about to go up against, right? You're always going to have the size and the athleticism disadvantage. You need a good D-line to give you an edge, right? If you're a Meek Robinson and you got to go out here and guard these 6', 6'2", 6'3" guys that run 4.3, 4.4, the last thing you need is a quarterback to have all day in the pocket and throw accurate balls. That's how you allow top 5 yards in the NFL like he did this year. So, no, I don't want him back because I don't have any faith that the D-line is going to be dominant. So, waste the money. If I can get rid of DJ Reed, I'll get rid of him too. But you can't. It's a bad spot, bro. It's a really bad spot. It's a really bad position to be in. And everybody just talking like it's okay. I don't watch Woodward Sports. I don't watch Mike Valini. I don't watch only person I watch that I agree with. Shout out to the GOAT, Everything King. Everything King, the only nigga I agree with, bro. He the only one that seems to know what the hell he's talking about. Cause like, why is everybody acting like, oh, this is such a great move? You saved $11 million. And in the comments, oh yeah, I'm not paying Taylor Decker $21 million. Why not? If you can create all this cap space from your big three, they can't. They told us, or unless somebody was lying, unless something changed, and that's what I'm scared of. My fear is something changed because just a few short weeks ago, the narrative was, hey, Goff gonna restructure, St. Brown gonna restructure, Penei Sewell gonna restructure. We gonna have like $80 million in cap. Okay, so if them three restructuring can give us $80 million, what the fuck happened? So if them three restructuring can give us $80 million, why are we letting go of our starting left tackle and our running back too? Productive to save 12. To save 12 when you got a GM who you know is not going to go into free agency looking to spend big money because he never has. It don't make sense to me. Orms Forum is another content creator. He also doesn't drink the Kool-Aid. I've had a lot of debates with Orm Forum over the years. A lot of not so pleasant ones. But shout out to him. You know, everybody comes to the light eventually. But there was a point where he was 100% drinking the Kool-Aid. But if he's off the Kool-Aid now, shout out to Orms Forum. Unless he's about to. You're right. If now he find, and that's what I'm saying, that's what, the only thing that could really save it for me. If he finally understands that I have to do this, if he's about to go out here and spend $50-60 million on the offensive line, all right, cool. But what about your defensive line? Because if you spend $50-60 million on the offensive line and you get us back to what we had when we had Taylor Decker, Frank Ragnow, Penei Sewell, I still remember going to the playoffs and watching Washington put up damn near 40. Didn't they put up 40 on us? I know we scored 30-plus on offense while everybody bashed Ben Johnson, said Ben Johnson wasn't prepared, said Ben Johnson flaked, said Ben Johnson just didn't take the game serious. Well, Ben Johnson and his offense scored 31 fucking points. How many points did you need to feel like he was taking it serious? And how many did your defense give up? So even if we do spend $60, $70 million, go get the best center, the best guard, draft the best tackle, nigga, what are we going to do with D-line and linebacker? And I like Cam Jordan. I mean, I don't know, man. Cam Jordan could be cool, bro, but we better go get a linebacker that can rush the passer. Like, we better go get a linebacker that can rush the passer. Like, you know what move I could see Brad Holmes making? It wouldn't surprise me one bit if Brad Holmes go out there and trade for ain't his name Darius Leonard? No, I think that's the old one. Who the one, the dude from the Colts? The linebacker from the Colts. I wouldn't be surprised if Brad Holmes go out and trade for him. Another linebacker that can't rush the passer. Another linebacker that can't rush the passer. They need a linebacker that can rush the passer. Because your D line, like, or just change the scheme, bro. Just change the scheme. Another thing, and I ain't been live in a minute, so I don't get to talk, but I remember back when the Browns situation happened. A lot of Lions fans was, oh my God, we need to go get Jim Schwartz. We need to go get Jim Schwartz. You know why that would never happen? Jim Schwartz does not want to coach the defense that we run. Jim Schwartz was here. You know what defense Jim Schwartz wants to coach. That's why he's taking a year off. He's waiting for somebody's team to flop, so they call him and say, hey, do that shit you be doing. You know why we got Petzing and not Mike McDaniel? Because the Lions want to run they shit. Dan Campbell want to do his shit. This is our scheme. There's no flexibility in it. They can talk all this flexibility. Shut the fuck up, line. Shut your ass up, line. Ain't no flexibility. Y'all want to run this same old 1999, 2005 defense where the defensive line eats up blocks and their first priority is stopping the run. Their second priority is getting to the passer. And your linebackers are blitzing all the time, but then you got linebackers that can't blitz. Jim Schwartz defense is attack the quarterback. Stop the run on the way to the quarterback. That's how he used to explain it. Jim Schwartz wanted 4 penetrators on his defensive line. The Detroit Lions want anywhere from 2 to 3 gap fillers. They're not looking for penetrators. I watch Micro Mike too, but he's a big Kool-Aid drinker at times. I watch our credit television. I mean, shout out to all of them though. You gotta understand, some of this shit is a grift. That y'all call it Kool-Aid drinking, it's really grifting. I'm not a grifter. Lion Syndicate, 100% grifter. But that's beside the point. We talking about the Lions, not Lions content creators. Shout out to all content creators. Do y'all shit. I think most of y'all are idiots though. I can't lie. I do think most of them are idiots. And that is what it is. I love everyone, even though we have disagreements. Facts. A lot of this shit is a grift. I know exactly. QRT, QT. You know what I'm talking about. A lot of these niggas be grifting. The mid-season Tyleek interview spelled this out. He talked about how hard it was for him to learn how to not rush the backfield and just open up holes for linebackers. Worst interview I read last year. And I've been saying it, bruh. This is what it's a scheme issue. It's a scheme issue, and they keep thinking they can find guys that's going to make this 2005 ass scheme work for us. This 02 Baltimore Ravens ass scheme. Well, like we got Ed Reed and Ray Lewis on the team or something. We ain't got no fucking Terrell Suggs, Ed Reed, and Ray Lewis. I guess Brian Branch or Kirby Joseph is Ed Reed. Jack Campbell's Ray Lewis. Aiden Hudson is Terrell Suggs. Tyleek Williams is Haloti Ngata, or is that Aleem McNeill? I don't know. There needs to be overwhelming and sweeping changes made, bro. But I don't know. I think we're in a tough spot. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think we're in a real tough spot. He don't just make it look like he know what he doing, bro. You talking about Ronnie Harrison or Chad? What you talking about? Lions Syndicate do be shitting on Brad Holmes, though. Being a Lions fan is hard enough. I cannot imagine screaming this shit. The midseason, okay, a lot of this shit is great. I love everyone needs speed on the defensive line. That's stupid as hell. Washington 45, Detroit 31. Thank you, William Wongus. Exactly. You can get, even if we do come out here and say, hey, we're going to spend all this money. We're going to spend damn near $100 million on this O-line. We're going to protect Goff. Gibbs is going to run the ball well, right? You still got a defense, the same defense, with downgrades. Now, I like Thomas Harper. Thomas Harper needs to come back. Thomas Harper can start for me next year. You only need to go, I don't know if he's still under contract. I like Thomas Harper. He's young. He's really young, and he has a lot of upside. I'm not mad at Thomas Harper. Thomas Harper can stay. But then you got to go out and either spend some money or a draft pick on another safety that's going to play for the one that's not coming back, which is Kirby. Because Vaki, I'm so sick of talking about bum ass niggas, but I don't ever want to talk about Vaki again. Fuck Vaki, okay? I don't know who that's gonna piss off. Fuck Vaki. I don't want to talk about this nigga as David Montgomery's replacement. I don't want to talk about this nigga as a backup safety. I don't want to talk. Get off my team. Vaki can get cut today. These niggas suck, bro. These niggas suck. Fuck no, Iffy can't come back. The fuck I want Iffy for? Hell nah. Man, come on, bro. What the hell I want Iffy to? Listen, y'all ain't gonna like it. But the facts, the way I feel like is one of these safeties has to go. One of y'all, listen, I can't sit here and watch in the same season you tear your Achilles and you have degenerative knee issues and for a millisecond think I'm going to sign both of y'all to long-term contracts. If Brad Holmes do that, he's as big as an idiot as I'm telling y'all. And I like both of these players. I love Brian Branch. You might have to go, nigga. I love that. It's the only jersey I've ever bought in my life. Only jersey I've ever bought in my life. Outside of my Justin Fields Ohio State jersey. But as much as I love him, bro, both of y'all can't come back. Both of y'all not getting paid. And they already paid Kirby. His dumb ass fault. So if they do pay Brian Branch, it's ugly, but you got to let Kirby go. And it got to be Brian Branch and Thomas Harper with somebody in here, but I don't know, bro. And I hate that Branch might be the one to have to go. But I know for sure, Laporta, you got to go, dog. I ain't got no money for Laporta. I don't have a dime for Sam Laporta. I just don't have it. I don't see anything beneficial. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I got 3 wide receivers that I need to get the ball to. There's one ball. I got 3 wide receivers and one of the top 3 running back in the league. Top 4, depending how you rank him, Bijan, Christian McCaffrey. I got him over Derrick Henry after last year. That shit was terrible. I don't think Kirby gonna play again. Only jersey I bought was Goff. I said I would buy it if he beat Vikings when St. Brown caught that pass. Oh, yeah. The game that got us the One Pride theme song. Tight ends come and go. Absolutely. Tight ends come and go. I don't have a dime for Laporta, bro. They got to invest heavily in the offensive line and defensive line. I'm still open to trading to Lee McNeill. But even then, when you get to talking like that, it just gets scary because you just keep downgrading, bro. You just keep downgrading every position. But talking about winning a Super Bowl, bro. I don't know. I'm going to miss Taylor Decker, though. I don't like that. You want C.J. Gardner Johnson back? I don't care about CJ running his mouth. I only care about him coming here and only playing in 2 games or whatever it was. So if he wants to come back on some cheap shit, I wouldn't mind it. He can come back on some cheap shit. He played decent. Jerry Jacobs, I'm done with. That's over. He's been out the league too long. But you know what's crazy? Because they got Will Harris. Don't Will Harris start on the Commanders? What's his name? What's whose name? Ahmad Hussein or something? Fuck, I don't ever want to hear this bum ass nigga's name again. He was a bum when we drafted him. He's cool, bruh. Like, he's cool. He know how to be a darling to the media. I'm sick of media darlings. I'm sick of good guys. I think that's why I would be okay with bringing C.J. Gardner Johnson back on some cheap shit. Because I'm sick of all the good guys. I'm sick of all these good guys. I'm sick of the choir boys. I'm sick of this justification that we need. Like, they keep talking about how good these guys is. Why ain't nobody taking a pay cut then? If everybody is such a good culture fit, why does our GM keep getting bent over at the negotiation table? When are we going to look at a deal and say, damn, that was a good deal? Like, what are we doing? If I have a guy that's going to try to break the bank, I want him to be in Ndamukong Suh. I'm sorry. But it is what it is, man. Now, listen. There's options, okay? But everything, we got to think realistically, right? So this is what I think happens. I think Scruggs is a starter on your team next year. Sorry. I think he starts. I think Scruggs starts. I don't know if it's at center or if it's at guard. But let's say Scruggs starts at center. Penei Sewell starts at, I'm going to keep Penei Sewell at right tackle. I don't understand what this obsession with moving Penei to left tackle is. I'm keeping Penei Sewell at right tackle. We got Tate Ratledge. Hopefully he's a lot better in year 2. He's going to stay right guard. I think Scruggs is going to be your starter at center. Sorry. He was ranked top 15. They ain't asked for him to be included in that trade for no reason. Left guard, I think that's where you go get a free agent. And then left tackle, y'all know I'm on the Monroe Freeling hype train. So you go to Georgia, you get your left tackle. You go to left guard, you get him in free agency. You got Scruggs in the trade. You got your right guard and Tate Ratledge. And you keep Penei Sewell where the fuck he's at. And then maybe you have is that offensive line better than the one from last year? It might be better depending on who you can get at left guard. But in terms of the defensive line and cornerback, defensive line, edge, even defensive tackle, edge, well, I don't know, bro. That's kind of hard because they drafted Tyleek in the first, and then they got, as much as I want Nick Fairley, as much as I want Ndamukong Suh, as much as I want Sean Rogers, these niggas not looking for no defensive tackle that can sack the quarterback. So you got to have a very good edge, a very good linebacker, a very good corner, and a very good safety. It's just too many holes to think we competing for a Super Bowl this year. Who's Frazier? St. Brown is the only one that did bend Brad over. He deserved that contract. They all bent that nigga over. Decker going to Texans or Green Bay, I can feel it. I wouldn't be surprised if he go right to Chicago. Right over to Chicago. CJ fits our identity. I don't know. I'm keeping Rock Ya-Sin. He played great for a backup. Yes, I'm keeping Rock Ya-Sin as well. Definitely keeping Rock Ya-Sin as well. Absolutely. Rock Ya-Sin takes Amik Robinson's place. Amik Robinson, I'm letting go of. Every snap that he had now goes to Rock Ya-Sin. He earned it. But you still need a number one corner. DJ Reed was a waste of money. DJ Reed is never going to succeed in this scheme, bro. In order for DJ Reed to succeed, you need to completely overhaul your defensive line or overhaul your linebacker unit. We're going to see what they do in replacing Alex Anzalone. But Sonny Styles, Sonny Styles would be perfect. Sonny Styles is exactly what we need. I wouldn't be mad if the Detroit Lions traded up for Sonny Styles. Because if you go get Sonny Styles, you get a linebacker that can stop the run, you get a linebacker that can rush the passer, and you get a safety. Wait, is Sonny the safety? Because he got a brother. One of the Styles brothers. I can't remember his name right now. I know. His combine was absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. But that's what we need. That's the player that we need. Somebody that can rush the passer or drop back and play safe. We need somebody that can actually be a dog with some speed, with some athleticism. But I also like the dude from Texas too. Yeah, Sonny's the one we need. But he can play safety. He's all three. Safety, linebacker, and edge. He's all three. I thought his brother was a safety. Nigga, I'm an Ohio State fan. His brother a safety, nigga. I think they both changed position. We might be right, whatever. Cornerback, safety. I think his brother cornerback, safety, nickel. Bring back Vildor. Come on, bro. But Brad Holmes ain't looking at no players we need like that, guarantee it. Ban Dom for that comment. Boy, you cooking. Yeah, man. It's going to take a whole lot. Yeah, Anthony Hill. I would love Anthony Hill. We need somebody with some speed, some juice that can go sideline to sideline and that can rush the passer. That's the only way DJ Reed's going to be able to play good, bro. If we come back and it's Derek Barnes and Jack Campbell again, Malcolm Rodriguez, bro, it's going to be the same fucking thing. But now you need a tackle. Brad gonna draft some developmental linebacker from Duke. I can rush the passer. I literally cannot do anything else though. You can rush him to do what? I wouldn't mind Edmonds if we pick up a linebacker free agency. I liked him in Buffalo before he came to Chicago. I was always a big Edmonds guy. I wouldn't be mad at it. It'd be an upgrade over. He'd be an upgrade over Anzalone, but Edmonds got some shit he need to clean up too though. Edmonds really got some shit. He took a lot of false steps last year. Was extremely vulnerable in a lot of play action. So he's got some shit he need to work on too. Rush him with his taxes. Do Ohio State really got 4 top 10 players? I thought we had 3. Styles, Downs, and Reese. Who's the 4th one? Because Carnell Tate not top 10. Or move Reed to safety. Oh, man. I don't know about all that, bro. At least we got a cakewalk of a schedule and maybe just maybe a good offseason, maybe some moves before the trade deadline. Something can happen, but I don't trust Brad to make smart moves. And that's what scares me, Van, because you're right. With our schedule, we should only be thinking what we need for the playoffs. I don't think Tate's top 10. Tate's a first rounder, but I don't think he's top 10. I'll say we got 3 top 10 players. But there's been a lot of shit going on with Caleb Downs might drop to us. They talking about he got degenerative shit too going on. They say I don't know what's the hell going on with Caleb Downs. when I think of fixing this team, y'all understand. I'm not worried. I can trust Jared Goff to an extent. I trust Jared Goff to play good in the regular season. I've looked at Jared Goff's stats over and over again. He never has like super shitty regular seasons. He's just ass in the playoffs. So if you want to win good in the playoffs, what do you need to do? You need to be able to run the ball, and you need to be able to dominate defensively. The issue is we have so many holes on the O-line and so many holes on the defense. I don't know if you can fix all that in one off season. I just don't know. Degenerative ACL for Downs. Yeah, so he might fall to us, and I just know Brad Holmes got on brick the second he heard Caleb Downs has a degenerative ACL. I promise you, Brad Holmes is bricked up that Caleb Downs is going to fall to 17 because of his degenerative ACL. And then we'll have a third. Oh, my God. This team isn't fixing one all season. We already have our opponents outside of the conference. It's nothing like what we had this past season. Yeah. Next year's schedule is going to be easy. It's just the playoffs that's going to be the problem. Winning the playoff game is going to be tough because – and I'll say that because if you look at history, 2024, 2025, Detroit Lions were top 3, top 4 in injuries. Why do I think that's going to stop in 2026? When you brought back Levi Onwuzurike and you brought back Josh Paschal and you're bringing back Brian Branch and you're bringing back Kirby Joseph. Like, this offense is a Jahmyr Gibbs injury away from being futile, though. So that does scare me as well. And I ain't going to wish no injury on him, but we're a Jahmyr Gibbs injury away from being what? Shit's scary, man. Exactly, so we're done. Y'all, well, good teams beat the teams they put in front of you, or bad. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be a good team next year. I think we're going to have an easy schedule and we're going to win games. I think we'll be a decent team. I think we got the offensive firepower. A lot of it depends on O-line. A lot of my prediction is with me kind of believing that they're going to spend a ton of money on this O-line. They're going to spend a ton of money on O-line. So then I think with a good O-line, Jared Goff, St. Brown, we got offensive weapons. If they go out and get the best left guard, the best center, and then draft a good tackle, the offensive line will look good. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? The problem is you need corner, safety, linebacker, running back. You need another tight end. And you only got 2 picks in the top 100. The last time we had 2 picks in the top 100 was last year's draft. Who do you like from last year's draft? Nobody. Not a single person from last year's draft that makes you go, all right, we got something right there. Not one. Except Tesla. Didn't they kind of have to bring Paschal back because of his weird clause and not being able to play and it loses no money? I don't know about it losing no money, or maybe it's just last year's contract. I don't know if he has to be on the team making zero. I don't know. I don't know if that's legal. I don't know. That just don't sound legal to me. He's playing a full season and not costing anything towards the cap. How's that possible? I mean, y'all might be right though. But what I know for a fact is I don't think they can cut him. I don't think they can cut them. No, I don't. But is there but that's where that kind of gets interesting, because if you can't cut them, does that mean we're down 2 roster spots for 2 guys that we don't really want or need? Are they just going to take up 2 roster spots? Can we cut them after week 6? Can we cut them after week 4? Can we cut them after June 1st? Can we trade them? I don't know. I would hope that, or maybe we can't cut them, we can't trade them, we got to keep them on the team all year, but nothing goes against I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yes, Van, you're right, saying Fleet or Goff injury 8 and 4. Goff never get hurt though. I don't think we're gonna do that. You right about Brad planning to start Scruggs too. I definitely feel that from the bottom of my heart. Kent said slide rush the fucking passer. He can rush Jared Goff. Just put his hand up. Throw the ball, nigga. Hey. Hey. That's all he can do. That's the only rushing he gonna do. You hear me? Hey. I'm open. That's the only rushing he gonna do. But man, oh man. I don't know, bro. I'm not liking it. We're gonna be going live a lot more though, cause what the fuck are we doing? Texas gained 5 picks in a win. Thank God for the Christian kicker Bates and that guy we got rid of who went to the Pats. Talk your shit, Amico. Don't be surprised we Sam Cam Jordan because he gave Brad a deal he can't pass up. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't be the worst. I wouldn't be ultimately mad at Cam Jordan. I just wouldn't have faith that he's going to repeat what he did last year over here. Brad last hope will be putting Dan Campbell out there. Someone important gets hurt and go get us the top quarterback. Brad and Dan dumb believing in ass players like they once was. Pascal should be league minimum. Just don't see us winning with Goff even with a good O-line. We had everything he needed besides defense, and he couldn't get it done. Where do you think it went wrong? I think it went wrong. Contracts. I think 5, 6, 7 years from now, we look back and we look at some of these contracts. We're going to look at the Goff contract. We're going to look at the Gibbs contract. We're going to look at all these contracts. Safeties. We're going to look at all these fucking contracts. Derek Barnes. We're going to look at all these contracts. And we're going to be like, damn. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have paid him early. Probably should have just extended him. Probably should have just picked up his 5th-year option. Probably should have just waited 2 years. Probably should have just used the. When the last time we franchise tagged the nigga? When the last time we franchise tagged the nigga? When the last time we told a player that was really good, hey, listen, we are not spending $100 million on you, bitch ass nigga. Franchise tag. When the last time we did that? I can't think of it. These niggas just go in there, pull their pants down, and bend over the negotiating table. A lot of shit got to get done, man. Luckily for us, though, I will say it again. Luckily for us, schedule's easy as shit. But you can have the easiest schedule in the world. Your NFC North schedule ain't easy, buddy. Your division schedule ain't easy, buddy. Them T's is coming. The Packers, good team. Bears, good team. Vikings are a quarterback away. Right? So we can keep coping. Oh, our schedule's so easy. Not your division. And the division is what matters. What you do in your division determines if you are at home or if you go on the road to a team with a higher seed than you. You understand me? You can be at home or you can be on the road against a better team with a bad defense. That easy schedule is going to fool a lot of Lions fans. Cliff Averill, and I might be reaching. I think the last line to get franchise tagged was Ziggy Ansah in 2017. I think Brandt's going to get that tag when it comes to it. He better. We just about lost to the Giants last year. Damn, you right. Levi and Pascal been getting paid for free. Hell, I wouldn't want to leave either. What would you have done differently after the NFC Championship appearance? Great question, bro. What I would have done is not paid anybody whose contract wasn't up. I don't give a fuck about the rest of the league. We negotiate. If you love me and I love you, you're not going to take me into this negotiating table and bend me over. Right? We're going to come up with a number that works for everybody. That's what I would have did. And some guys would have been on our team. I had the list. I can't go through my phone right now, but there's a couple of guys that could have been on our team and made a difference. I had the list because I was going to make another video. So I have it in my notes, but I have so many notes, I wouldn't be able to find it off the top right now. But yeah, there was dudes, bro, that signed contracts that offseason that we just didn't go after. But I feel like the biggest mistake after the NFC Championship was not acquiring veteran talent, right? Losing veteran talent and not – first of all, I'm keeping Zeitler. Zeitler's not going to Tennessee. That's period. Zeitler's not going to Tennessee. Carlton Davis wanted to be a Lion. He wanted a 3-year deal. He gets that 3-year deal with me. I'm probably bringing back Zadarius Smith. But there was some other edge. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, bro. There was another edge that year that went somewhere and is starting and doing really good to this day. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, though. But after the NFC Championship, the main thing should have been acquiring veteran talent. Because you had your young guys. You had them. I'm not drafting Ennis Rakestraw. Now hindsight is 2020 because I loved picking back-to-back corners. I did. I loved picking back-to-back corners. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was excited about getting. I loved Rakestraw. I like Rakestraw. Now I can't predict a nigga getting hurt in practice every fucking year. That ain't on me. Nigga getting hurt in practice every fucking year. But Dan Campbell, that's on him. We the only team hitting like it's fucking 1992. We hit every practice. We are going full speed hitting to the ground every. Who the fuck does that? That has to stop. That has to have a direct effect on all these injuries. Yeah, called him break straw. Jalen Phillips or Josh Sweat? Nah, it ain't them. Neither one of those, but both of them would have been okay. Financial impact. Cutting Pascal in 2026 will result in no dead money, saving the Lions, who's retired projected $1.76 million. Yeah, see, and I'm cutting Pascal. I don't know if we can, though, but if we can, I would cut him. We would save. I'm mad you just said that. Now I'm pissed. You know why I'm pissed? Because Pascal's going to be on the fucking roster all year. And we would save more cutting Pascal, who don't fucking play, than we saved from cutting David Montgomery. Now, 2026, David Montgomery would have had to go. But I would have kept him for another year. And I get it. What if he goes out here this year and tears his ACL? What if he goes out this year and blows out his knee? Nigga, it's $10 million. Who cares? It's $18 million over 2 years. Come on, who cares? We act like these niggas is on big-ass fucking contracts. We are saving pennies. We not going to make no money till we start restructuring. Everything else is pennies on the dollar. But, yeah, he would have had to go next year. But this year, I'm keeping him, bro. We got the easiest schedule in the league. We need all the dogs we can to win a playoff game. 2018, it was with Ziggy was the last time we franchise tagged the player. I think that is a fucking war crime. 8 years, bro. It's as long as I've been in Columbus. 8 years, bro. We ain't tagged the nigga in 8 years. We just throwing out money. Giving it away. You get a rack. You get a rack. You get millions. Look like Oprah out this motherfucker. Yeah, his pick starting to look like he thought he was the guru. But Brad Holmes, what are the chances we get Henderson after restructuring? I really don't want Henderson anymore. I feel like that was a 2 year ago thing. He's just getting older and less athletic. He's made it very clear. Bet there is some colorful language in Bobby's notes. He's made it very clear that this is my problem with Henderson. Even though he clear upgrade over everything we got. My problem with Henderson is he's another one of those over the hill players that have made it clear he's not interested in playing for a winner. He's interested in getting paid. He don't give a fuck about playing for a winner. He don't give a fuck about no Super Bowl. That nigga Henderson is thinking about his family. Thinking about his kid. He's made that very clear. He's made that very clear. So I don't know. I'm over Hendrickson. I don't want nobody with that type of temperament. But there are guys, bro. We can go back to my list. Who was? Hold on, let me see. I think I can find this one pretty easily. But you know, I made that video of the 10 players, or I think it was like 15 players that we should sign. It only got 395 views. We got more views on this live than I got on that video, which is crazy. That's why I need to start going live again. But there are some guys out there that I would like over Henderson. Odafe Owe. Odafe Owe being one of them. Okay? Y'all make sure y'all go watch this video. It only got less than 400 views, but there's some really good guys in there. Odafe Owe is one of them. You have to guarantee him $40 million though. So it depends if Henderson's going to be a lot cheaper. But this guy's young, long, athletic. Jalen Phillips is an option. There's plenty of options available at guard. There's plenty of options available at guard, from Wyatt Teller to Cade Mays to Joel Bettino. You got Connor McGovern at center. Tyler Lindenbaum, of course, at center. You could still possibly go out and get Jalen Phillips. You can steal Nashawn Wright from the Bears. He's a corner. Nashawn's not that good, but he did lead the league in turnovers. So if you're not going to be able to rush the passer, it might be wise to invest in somebody that led the league in turnovers. And he's like 6'4" or 6'3". So, and then in the draft, I don't know. You'll see, bro. We'll see. But we'll see, bro. The last 2 Brad Holmes drafts have been absolutely dog shit. And then this year people talk about the total number of picks. I think I saw a post last time that said the last time Brad Holmes had 9 picks in the draft, he built a dynasty or something. And that's why I hate these YouTubers. That's why I say they're fucking grifters. They're all a bunch of fucking grifters. Like, yeah, sure, the last time we had 9 picks, he built a dynasty. But nigga, he had like 5 picks in the top 100. That's why you built a dynasty. You didn't build a dynasty because he had 9 picks. He built a dynasty because 5 of them picks came in the top 100. You got 5 top 100 players on your team. That's why. You only have 2 picks in the top 100 this year, unless you can maneuver the draft. And at most, you're going to come out with 3. If Jesus steps down off his throne and puts 2 feet on earth, you might get 4. But at best, the best you can probably do is walk away with 3 people in the top 100, bro. And the last time he had 2, we ended up with Tyleik Williams, who nobody fucking wants. Nobody want Tyleik Williams. Tate Ratledge wasn't all that. No, but you got to get Tate Ratledge time, though. You got to get Tate Ratledge time. But you got to get Tyleik Williams time, too, though. But I'm over this whole nose tackle palooza shit. Decker had 2 bad seasons. Bad shoulder in 24. Then in 25, it was worse. I love him with it, but it's over. Hey, Mark, you have go. I want you to go ahead and Google Taylor Decker's 2024 season and then come back and apologize for lying like that. You hear me, buddy? I want you to go Google Taylor Decker's 2024 season and then come back and apologize for that lie. Taylor Decker had 1 bad season. Taylor Decker had 1 bad season, buddy. Not 2. We're not gonna do that. In fact, I have those notes up. Let me go to those notes. Let me correct you real quick, because you know I'm an Ohio State guy. Love Taylor Decker. I think he's the first ballot Hall of Famer, and I'm mad he didn't retire a career Lion. In 2020, okay? In 2020, Taylor Decker had an OPS of an 82. He was a top 10 tackle. He was top 5 in pass blocking. In 2021, he got better. God damn it. Hold on, y'all. Okay. In 2021, he got better. He had an 84 overall grade, and he was the 6th best offensive lineman in the NFL. I don't know why I don't have 2022 and 2023. But in 2024, he had an overall grade of 67.9 in pass blocking and 69.5 in run blocking. So he was I'm sorry, I was wrong. He was 41st. Now, there are 64 starting tackles in the league. He was ranked 41st. Overall, he had a 68.8 grade, 69.7 in pass, 64.4 in run. Very similar, like he had called date. Let me see. So, in 2024, he wasn't the greatest. He wasn't the greatest, but to act like there was some type of fall off to where he wasn't a starting left tackle in this league is crazy. Because he didn't, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Hold on. A 66.8. Now, let me not be a homer here. Going from an 84 overall grade where you were one of the top 5 best tackles in the league down to a 68, that is a big fall off. So let me correct myself and not be a homer. He definitely fell off. I agree with you. I agree. That is if you go from an 84 grade to a 68 grade, it's definitely a fall off. I'm sorry. That is correct. I don't know. Where was I looking that he had a 77? Hold on, bro. Let me look at my notes again. Because I saw a 77 in here. Or I have some apologies to make because I was debating people saying 77. Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong one. Hold on. Let me go back to Grok. Hold on. Okay. And they just said Baltimore just got Crosby. I'm about to go look that up. Hold on. Give me one sec. 2024. Okay, so early in oh, y'all right. Taylor Decker in 2024 though, with that same cap hit, he had an 83. He got back up to an 83 overall from weeks 12 through the playoffs. So from weeks 1 through 12, it was rough, and that's why his grade ended up like that. But even in 2024, through week 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and our playoff game, he had an 83 grade, which put him right back where he was at. That's why I was mixed up, because then I averaged that out to 70-something. So there was some up and down in 2024, but I guess what I'm trying to say is it wasn't as bad. 2024 wasn't as bad as everybody making it seem. Now, his first 12 weeks, but in 2024, wasn't we like dominant? Wasn't golf like on an MVP run? Didn't we have like the number 1 rushing game? Like, I think it's a lot of nitpicking, bro. I think it's a lot of nitpicking, but it was definitely rough. I'll let me correct myself. There were parts of 2024 for Taylor Decker that were rough, but from weeks 12 through the playoffs, he was right back to a top 5 tackle. And then he had a rough 2025. So I understand the Lions going to him saying, "Hey, we need you to take a pay cut," and Taylor Decker, going, "Why would I take a pay cut? You haven't even asked Jared Goff to take a pay cut." I guess that's where my issue is. Why are we asking Taylor Decker to take a pay cut? Why? Why don't Jared Goff take the pay cut? Why don't Amon-Ra take the pay cut? Why don't Penei Sewell take the pay cut? Because they're all still performing at elite levels? I guess. We'll see where that gets us. Max Crosby to the Ravens for 2 firsts. People need to stop saying trust bad or trust Dan, because getting from bad to mediocre is easier than getting from mediocre to champions. They haven't shown they can do it. Does that surprise anyone? Knew it wasn't just him. Oh, man, let's talk about this, man. Let me pull it up real quick. Well, hey, the good news is he didn't go. The great news is he didn't go to Chicago. Okay, that's the great news. That's the great news. He's not a Bear, and he's not playing opposite of Micah Parsons in Green Bay. Where do y'all see breaking news? I don't see any breaking news. Oh, yeah, I do. So the Texans released Joe Mixon because David Montgomery is going to be running back 1. The Raiders release Geno Smith and trade Max Crosby to the Ravens for 2 firsts. All right, hold on now. Now, all right, now I gotta be. Y'all about to make me defend Brad Holmes, bro. That's why I'm telling y'all that was never realistic, bro. I remember that report came out that Brad Holmes was about to trade Terrion Arnold for Max Crosby. Nigga, if you don't shut the fuck up, why would this is? You know who runs the Raiders? Do y'all know Tom Brady runs the Raiders? You think Tom Brady was trading Max Crosby for a first and Terrion Arnold? You think Tom Brady was that fucking stupid? This Tom, nigga. Come on, y'all. We got to be better than that. I knew that report was bullshit. But in Brad Holmes' defense, this deal is out of our price range. Now, it's also Brad Holmes' fault. You can't trade Taylor Decker. I'll repeat, you cannot trade Taylor Decker. I mean, you cannot release Taylor Decker. I'm sorry. You can't release Taylor Decker and then trade your 2 first-round picks. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know it. We have too many holes open for us to be able to trade 2 first-round picks right now. Guys, when the day started, we were $30 million over the cap. We need draft picks more than ever. Now, the reason we can't afford to trade for Crosby right now is Brad Holmes' fault. Because he put us in the position to where we need 10 starters. So we need every first-round pick we can get. And we only have, think about it. If you trade 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby, you now have Max Crosby and Aiden Hutchinson, but your offensive line is dog shit, and you only have 1 pick in the top 100. That doesn't get you nowhere. Come on, y'all. We got to be honest. We got to be serious. That gets us nowhere. That gets us nowhere. We would have Aiden Hutchinson, Max Crosby, no left tackle, no center, no left guard. You know what I'm saying? That don't get us nowhere. No one's contract been reworked. Can't shop without money. Lions are going to go cheap due on injuries and backups again. Brad loves his picks. He'll never give up 2 firsts. And you know what's crazy? His old team won the Super Bowl by giving up 2 firsts. Why don't he get it? Why don't he get it? His old team won the Super Bowl giving up 2 firsts. Are we not currently better than them? Yeah, not defensively for sure. Offensively we are, but not defensively for sure. And I think defense is more important than offense. You need a good offense and a great defense to win the Super Bowl. At least. Now, the last couple of winners have been the Chiefs. Chiefs had good offense and good defense. The Seahawks had a good offense and a great defense. Patriots always had great offenses and good defenses. Patriots was great offense and great defense because they had Tom Brady on offense, Gilmore on defense. We literally get worse. What quarterback do you like being in the late rounds? Justin Fields. Go get Justin Fields from Aaron Glenn. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm glad you asked. I mean that from the bottom of my. Go get Justin Fields, bro. Go get Justin Fields, and Justin Fields would be my number 1 gadget player. Y'all remember last year? And this, I know y'all thinking I'm a homer because I love me some Justin Fields. That's my dog. But remember, David Montgomery. We have a Wildcat package. Who was our Wildcat quarterback? David Montgomery. David Montgomery had passes out of that. He had some runs out of that. I think you take David Montgomery, you put in Justin Fields, And that Wildcat offense goes bananas. I like Justin Fields I like him as an athlete though. I don't want Justin Fields as a quarterback. I don't want him as a quarterback. I want Justin Fields as an athlete. Justin Fields is going to play wide receiver. He's going to play slot. He's going to play running back. He's going to play Wildcat quarterback. I want Justin Fields as an athlete. I know he can take 83-yard reverses to the house. I know he can bust a 75-yard run. I know he can break a 50-yard run. And if I'm losing David Montgomery, if the offensive line ain't going to be as good, I've seen Justin Fields behind a shitty Bears offensive line have 80, 90-yard touchdown runs. Justin Fields has to be a Lion. If I can, Justin Fields is a Lion. But not as a future quarterback, but as a pure athlete. Yeah, on some Taysom Hill shit. Yes, exactly. On some Taysom Hill shit. I need Justin Fields as a pure athlete. Scramble your ass off, bro. On 3rd and 3, I need him to run read option. I need him on read option. I need him to either to hand it off, run it, or throw the bubble screen. I need all three. I need option plays. I need handoff, run, or bubble screen. I think you just give him that, let him do that. I think Justin Fields will be an ultimate weapon. And I feel like wherever he goes next in his career, that's what his path is going to be. The quarterback shit, hey, buddy, it's over for you. I love that nigga to death, but that quarterback shit is over for you. It's time to change to running back, athlete, gadget player, tight end, whatever you got to do to get on the field and let your athleticism win. But yeah, I'm team Justin Fields. I'm team Justin Fields. I'm trading to Lee McNeill. I'm calling Aaron Glenn. You want a Lee McNeill? Give me a 2nd-round pick. Give me a 3rd-round pick for him right now. You hear me? Give me a 3rd-round pick for Lee McNeill. We'll save another $24 million. Send him to the Jets. Send him with Aaron Glenn. I don't know. I would be doing and include Justin Fields in that deal. That's where I would be. Why are you so pro center for Ratledge? Have you seen him play center for a season? I'm not mad at him being pro center for Ratledge because I think honestly that might have been a part of his plan, but I feel like things just didn't go the way they thought it would. I feel like they had a plan and shit went haywire. But if Ratledge can play center, let him play center. It just depends. How many? Let me see. Let me see if Ratledge has any grades from center. Did he play any center in the league last, or he played 100% of his snaps at guard? First Petsing instead of Mike McDaniels, then Monty gone, then Enzo gone, now Decker gone, 3 downgrades and not a single improvement, going in the wrong direction. Go back to last year too, buddy. There's downgrades on top of downgrades on top of downgrades, and which is why I made that video saying I'm sick of all this fucking glazing. Like niggas was hyping Mike Kafka, bro. Listen, I'm glad I'm here, bro. Niggas was hyping Mike Kafka, bro. Niggas was hyping Mike Kafka, bro. The way the internet was talking about Mike Kafka and Detroit Lions YouTubers and fans was, nigga, I thought we just got the greatest nigga. Bro, I thought I was going to look up his coaching record and see all type of 4,000-yard quarterbacks, 5,000-yard passing, see top 10 passing. Nigga, none of that. This nigga was the quarterback's coach for Patrick Mahomes. And it's like, wait, are y'all saying Kafka is the reason for Patrick Mahomes' success? Do you not know who Andy Reid is? You think Kafka is the reason for his success and not Andy fucking Reid? Then Kafka went to the Giants. Dayball's offense before Kafka got there, when Dayball was in Buffalo with Josh Allen, nigga, they were top 5. Dayball and Kafka go to New York. Daniel Jones is absolutely dog shit. Daniel Jones goes to the Colts. Daniel Jones is a fucking baller. It don't make sense. Why are we hyping this nigga? What is he good at? Dayball got fired. He got the interim head coaching job. And they got his ass out of town. They didn't bring him back as offensive coordinator. Harbaugh didn't want to work with him. I repeat, Harbaugh didn't want to work with him. So then he comes to us and he's not even a coordinator. We hype, oh man, damn, bro, that's an amazing hire. What is he good? What has he ever done? I don't know, bro. No one's going to trade for Laporta. He's come off a bad back, and the only GM who trades for damaged goods already. Well, no. Didn't we trade? No, I think T.J. Hawkinson injury happened after, right? Did T.J. Hawkinson? Yeah, no, I think his injury happened with the Vikings because Kirby Joseph hit him, right? Yeah, I think Kirby Joseph hit him and injured him. But I thought T.J. Hawkinson had a couple little injuries, a couple little bad injuries. It wasn't a back though, so you might be right. I'm not trying to debate you on this one. I'm just asking for some clarity. But I think Hawkinson might have had a little something. It probably wasn't something as serious as a back though, so you might be right. Bet the under on Lions wins and the Bears to win the division. I have lost hope for the Lions losing. No. We're not doing that. It will not be a losing season next year. I can almost guarantee that. It ain't gonna be no losing season. It'll be a winning season. Even it'll. My fear is it'll be a lot similar to this season. My fear is with our cap situation, our lack of draft picks in the top 100, the reports that we want to sign Jahmyr Gibbs to a $20 million contract early, 2 years early, 2 fucking years early on a running back. I swear to God, man, I done lost my. If this nigga signs Jahmyr Gibbs to a $20 million contract 2 years early, I promise you, I will dedicate the rest of my life to getting him fired. I will lead that charge, and I won't stop until we are the majority. If this nigga, this offseason, pays Jahmyr Gibbs $20 million, I promise you. You hear me? I promise you. Because when you get to talking about a running back, Jahmyr Gibbs couldn't ask for nothing else except an offensive line. So all you got to do is go get the offensive line. He plays in a dome. He gets another 2 games. He gets at least, at the very minimum, he gets 6 games in a dome every year. And then you got your out-of-conference game, which is going to have you in 3-4 other domes, right? You are the focal point of the team. There's no reason for you to bend Brad Holmes over the table and take his cheeks. There's no reason. There is no reason for that. There's no reason. Just, I'm telling you, Jahmyr Gibbs better be our next franchise tag. If it ain't Brian Branch, I don't know, bro. I mean, I love Brian Branch, bro, but we got to see. What do you think about Terrion playing safety? The same thing I think about Jeff Okudah playing safety. We got a shitty-ass corner. I never liked the nigga. I don't lie. I have never told anybody that we should have drafted Terrion Arnold. I've never liked this nigga. I liked us drafting a corner, but I've never liked Terrion Arnold is ass, bro. He got some fans out there because I think there's a lot of Bama fans. Terrion Arnold's ass. It ain't that hard to tell. You can tell by what he's doing in the offseason. Look at that 18-year-old girl he's smashing. It might not be his girlfriend, but there's a reason they said it was his girlfriend. He cracking that. I don't want no nigga like that around me. I'm a fucking multimillionaire and I'm cracking 18-year-old chop shit. And I ain't saying he weird. He only like 22, 23. He can crack her. But you cracking 18-year-old chop shit and using her to set up niggas for robberies and you playing GTA 6 out here. Nigga, you're trash. Nigga, you are another Ohio State legend. You are Damon Arnett. Remember the nigga that went to the Browns? Got caught up with all them guns and shit with that girl? You are Damon Arnett. This nigga is Jeff Okudah 2.0. He's Damon Arnett 2.0. This nigga's garbage. I have more faith. Listen, I promise you, I have more faith in Rakestraw having a breakout year than Terrion. Because all I need is Rakestraw to do is get on the field and play. Rakestraw physical, can tackle, good in man coverage, good with his hands, can run better than Terrion, faster than Terrion. I got more faith in Rakestraw's injury-prone ass than Terrion. I'm over Terrion. Yeah, I think what he did was gangster. The real nigga in me fucks with what he did. If a nigga robbed me, but the adult in me, the grown-ass man in me, get Terrion the fuck out of here. Most long-term players are married. That might be true. Nah, he better than Okudah. That ain't fair. Is he though? Is he better than Okudah? Has Okudah ever been top 3 in the league in flags? No. Okudah got hurt and couldn't guard shit. And Okudah might have had a worse D-line than Terrion too. Okudah didn't have. Come on now. Now you're about to make me start preaching. No, don't make me put my Ohio State cap on. Because Okudah didn't have Aiden Hutchinson. Okudah had Trey Flowers, nigga. You want to have this debate with me right now? You want to have this fucking debate with me right now? Okudah had Trey Flowers as his best pass rusher. Come on now. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. And Okudah didn't have. Nah, Okudah had old, slow-ass Glover Quinn behind him, though. Okudah had Will Harris protected his. Come on now. Nah. Okudah's better, bro. I'm sorry. Okudah had Trey Flowers as his best pass rusher, and he had Will Harris. And what's the other nigga name? I fuck with him because you're a real nigga. The safety. What was the safety's name? The nigga before, y'all know who I'm talking about. He was kind of a fan favorite, but he was still ass. He was George Floyd's cousin. What was his name, bro? Talk to me, bro. I'll take a highly flagged player that never lost to Okudah. Okay, I'm not gonna poo-poo your opinion. I'm not mad at it. But what was that nigga name, bro? Tracy Walker. Jeff Okudah had Will Harris and Tracy Walker as his safeties and Trey Flowers as his best pass rusher. I don't know if we could just say Terrion's better than him, bro. That's all I'm saying, gang. That's all I'm saying. Who the fuck wants Will Harris and Tracy Walker making the calls for the defense? They got niggas lining up wrong. They not covering deep third. They not covering them. You have no help with them two niggas out there. I don't know. I feel like they're the same nigga, to be honest with you. They got the same amount of career interceptions through 3 years, don't they? Through 2 years? Don't they both got 1 pick? Terrion got his versus, can't remember. Don't they got the same amount of picks through the same amount of time? Yeah, both them niggas ass. Both them niggas ass. It is what it is. Carlton Davis should be a Lion, bro. I love Tracy Walker. Amazing linebacker. Just me at safety. Yeah, Tracy was cheeks. I like Tracy too, though. Tracy was definitely a fan favorite. He was trash, though. I mean, he wasn't trash. He was decent. He was decent, but he had a lot of trash. Will Harris was trash. I figured Terrion would be a better safety than corner. But even at Alabama, see, that's what's crazy, right? And this is what pisses me off because I gave Brad Holmes a lot of credit for being an amazing scout. But if you go back and look at it, Nick Saban never trusted Terrion Arnold as his outside corner either, right? Nick Saban wanted Terrion in the slot. So Terrion used to run a lot of nickel when he was with Alabama. He ran some outside too, but he ran a lot of nickel at Alabama. Probably because he's a pretty good tackler and pretty physical. I don't know. I kind of get caught up because I definitely think you need to develop guys, and you can't just judge guys off of 2 years. But the what has me low on if Terrion was 6'2" and ran a 4.3, then I would be, yes, develop him. But he's not, bro. It's like 6 foot running a 4.5. But like, if he was really good, you would see it already. Yeah, he's a nickel. That's why Nick Saban had him there. Man, oh man, ever since Darius Slay left, we never bounced back and found a true number one that I think about as that you think about it. Yeah, I mean, there's some truth there. A lot of truth there. But I wasn't mad when they traded Slay though, because he was falling off. I mean, Slay was Richard Sherman to me. They used to hype Slay's man coverage, but Slay was really Richard Sherman to me. Slay was best in cover 3. They tried to market him as a man coverage corner, like Slay was way better in cover 3 than he was in man corner. He was decent in cover in man. He was good. He was better than everybody else we've had. So I'll give him that. But that's my point. I think I just made my point accidentally. The reason Slay was like overhyped as a man coverage corner, he was way better in cover 3. He's Richard Sherman to me. He was way better in cover 3. But the reason he got hyped in man coverage is because he ran a 4-3. He can play better man coverage than all these 4 or 5 niggas we keep bringing in. Terrion Arnold, DJ Reed, both 4 or 5 niggas. Slay ran a 4-3. That when you run a 4-5, like even me and DJ Reed are the same size. Me and DJ Reed are the same size. When you look at me, you're looking at DJ Reed. I mean, he a little more toned because he's an athlete. He's in gym every day. But when you look at me, you're looking at DJ Reed. Nigga, I ran a cover 3 defense. I wasn't the defense I played football in. I'm 5'9", 150. We didn't run man coverage all day. We ran a whole lot of cover 3. And that's why I felt I was locked down, because all I got to do is not let you beat me deep. And then I can jump everything else. I play deep and jump everything. That's why I ain't going to talk about me. I was a dog. I'm playing deep and I'm jumping everything. I'm Richard Sherman. All these niggas we keep bringing in are small Richard Shermans. But we run man coverage 99% of the time, which is why at the end of the year we started running more zone. They started having more success. You got a bunch of fucking zone corners running man blitz because you don't have any pass rushers. You need your linebackers to drop back into coverage. Zone blitzes, if they don't hit, leave way larger openings than man blitzes. But man blitzes are ineffective if you have slow corners. Like, we fundamentally have an issue with our defense. It's a fundamental issue that has to be fixed. When this year's combine got tight ends that can burn him, you're right, he's ass. Nigga, this year's combine got linebackers that can cover better than him. Sonny Styles. What are we talking about? Is DJ Reed cooked or can he turn it around? DJ Reed is cooked on our team. DJ Reed will never be worth that contract, bro. I'm sorry. I talked about this in another one of my videos as well. People talk about DJ Reed was playing so well before his injury. Look at the fucking wide receivers he had to guard before he got hurt. Christian Watson didn't even play. Who is Green Bay's second best wide? Who's Green Bay's second best wide receiver? Because they didn't even have Christian Watson. Who they had, like Jaden Reed? Or did they have Christian Watson? Let's just say Christian Watson was healthy for that game. If anybody knows the truth, comment in the comment section so I can prove my point thoroughly. But DJ Reed, week 1, he had Green Bay. So that's either Christian Watson or Jaden Reed. Two average-ass wide receivers. Then he had, who was on the Browns? Then he had Jerry Jeudy. Who else did we play? We played the Ravens. The Ravens had who? Who's the Ravens' best receiver? Zay Flowers? Like, come on now. Like, so in those first 4 weeks where people talk about DJ Reed played so well, please remember in the first 4 weeks, we played the most mid-wide receivers in the league. You hear me? I'm only talking about in those first 4 games or 5 games or whatever it was before he got hurt. Because people say in his first 4 games, because people say before he got hurt, he was so good. But before he got hurt, he had only played some of the middest wide receivers in the game, right? He had the Browns. He had Green Bay. Like, I don't even think it was Christian Watson. I think Christian Watson came back the second game and shitted on us. Yeah. Max to the Ravens. We talked about it. Did we go against Chase or was that TA? I think he was already hurt by the Bengals game, wasn't he? Yeah. DJ, he went to injury reserve week 4. We played the Bengals week 5. That's my point. AI ain't right. He was out against the Bengals. El Guapo, he ain't play. DJ played great when D-line played great. Lions consistently struggled against number 2 receivers. Okay, Miko, tell me who was the. Just give me one. I'm gonna allow you to pick and choose, bro. Tell me. He played great versus what receiver? His best game to you. Or if you got 2, 3, 4, 5, just prove your point. That's all I'm saying. Because I hate when people do that. Because like you could have been a lot more specific and really made your point. But what you said was he played great when the D-line played great. Okay. So who were the wide receivers he had to guard when he played great? Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, Jerry Jeudy, motherfucking he didn't even play versus the Bengals. Who else? And motherfucking and Zay Flowers, bro. He ain't guarding no fucking body. He ain't guarding nobody. That's why he played great. 2 firsts for a 30-year-old edge. I don't know, man. I think we switched to more zone. We could fix a lot of problems without getting someone new. El Guapo, switching to more zone would be ideal, but you need pass rushers. If you think about our defense, now think about it. This from a fundamental standpoint, right? You cannot run zone coverage and ask your defensive tackles to be space eaters, right? If you want to run zone coverage, you have to have pass rushers. Because if you think about it, the Jim Schwartz era defenses, remember our best defense, right? The best defense we've ever had was under Jim Schwartz. That was a whole lot of cover 3, buddy. Jim Caldwell came in the very next year. He looked at the roster. He said, okay, we're going to do what y'all already did well. We're going to continue this cover 3 defense. Same thing Seattle used to do. We had a dominant defense. And I ain't going to lie. Glover Quinn, Quandre Diggs, Darius Slade, DeAndre Levy, Zeke Ansah. You know what I'm saying? We had dogs, but that's because we were a zone defense. You can't take this currently constructed defense as we have it and change it to a cover 3 scheme because you don't have pass rushers. Because now the quarterback is going to drop back. We're going to be in zone, and there's going to be no pass rush. And so all the wide receivers are going to find the open spots of the zone. The reason the zone was able to work for us is because teams were running man beaters. Like, if you scouted the Lions last year, we ran heavy man coverage, right? So when your game plan throughout the week ain't going to be to implement zone beaters into the game. If the Lions are running 80% zone coverage, your game plan is going to be 80% zone beaters. 80% man beaters. So when you come out and you're running man beaters all game and the Lions switch it up on you and run zone, that's where those problems start to kick in. So in order to make that shift completely over to a zone defense, that D-line has to be overhauled. We don't need Tyleek Williams or Aleem McNeill if we plan on running a cover 3 scheme. Rasheem Mathis was a dog, and we had dogs with that team. 2014, we had the best defense with Caldwell. 2013, it was ranked 15 with Schwartz. Cool. Both those years, though. They ran the same scheme, though. Not defending DJ. I agree with you. I thought Terrion was better. Okay. I was just asking, bro. I was just asking. Terrion to me didn't. If Terrion went up against somebody that was good and locked him up, I just don't believe in it, bro. I really don't believe in it. I don't see it. Joe Burrow has to see Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, and Max Crosby twice every year now. Give me an O-line. They need to be focused on their O-line similar to how we are. It's not looking good for their offensive line over there. I can tell you that for sure. O-line definitely has to be a priority for those guys. Yeah. Definitely. But as far as us, bro, we'll see. When does free agency officially start? When's the tampering period? March 11th. All right, about 5 days. I like Amik energy, but he can't tackle for shit, so he can walk. Amik gave up damn near 900 yards. I'm over it. Amik cannot come back. It's over for that. Interesting story. Mathis retired after Adrian Peterson headbutted him so hard that Mathis said he didn't want his son to play. I can't lie. I wouldn't be mad if we drafted that linebacker from Ohio State in the first. Sonny Styles will be, and Sonny Styles should be the number one player on the Detroit Lions draft board. But the issue is the Texas linebacker C.J. Allen is a projected second-round pick. So if you can get you a tackle like Monroe Freeling in the first, use some of those extra draft picks, and then come back and get C.J. Allen in the second, you'd be okay. I think you'd be okay. I think you definitely have to draft a linebacker, though. I think linebacker is more important than a lot of these positions, bro. I think linebacker is probably our top position to need outside of offensive line. So it can be any of those offensive. If you draft a center, if you draft a guard or tackle, that's all well and good. But the next most important piece is linebacker, because that's what's holding you back. But you need a linebacker that's going to rush the passer. Not the dude from the 5150 podcast that played for the Colts. I can't remember his name. But I wouldn't be surprised if we end up trading for him. Is it Darius Leonard? I think that's Shaq Leonard. No, it's not Shaq Leonard. He be on the Joe Budden podcast. He's on the 5150 podcast with Jeff Teague. I can't remember his name, though. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. He not making it to us. Also, are we going to restructure golf or not? Because time running out. I mean, that's the conspiracy. That's the conspiracy, bro. We asking Taylor Decker to take a pay cut. Nigga, when is golf going to take his? When is Sewell going to take his? What if players are saying no? What if players are saying, I'm not restructuring? Zaire Franklin. There you go. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Zaire Franklin. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions trade for Zaire Franklin, because they want to stop the run. Their defense is built to stop the run, even though we couldn't late down the stretch. They have a defense that the philosophy is stopping the run first. Zaire Franklin is a really good run defense linebacker. We need a pass rushing linebacker, though. We need Von Miller. We don't need Zaire Franklin, but I think it'll end up being like a Zaire Franklin. We need a dog at corner like Davis was 2 seasons ago. Hopefully they pick up Latimer from Washington. Hell no. Hell no, Matty Ice. Fuck no. I cannot think of the guy's name right now, but he's a great young DB going to hit free agent. Marcus Latimer is dog shit. Latimer's dog shit. It's over. He's over the hill. It's over. Latimer's done. I'm over. I'm not on the Latimer back way. I'd rather go get Tariq Woolen from Seattle. I'd rather go get the dude from New Orleans. Seattle, New Orleans. Hell no. I'm staying far away from Latimer. I'll tell Brad. Now he was good in his prime. He was great. Last couple of seasons, it's been all bad, buddy. 5150 is Corey Holcomb. Damn. What's the Jeff T podcast called? My bad. I'm tripping. Club 150 or some shit like that? I don't know. Whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's Derek Franklin. I think you're going to see these guys restructure their contract right at the last minute. Goff needs a pay cut for sure. As long as they get it done before free agency starts on the 11th, which is 6 days from now. So it starts Saturday of next week. Yeah, Saturday of next week, free agency will start. No. Saturday of next week would be 8 days from now. It starts Thursday of next week. I just hope we get younger. I'm good letting Anzalone go too. Yeah, Anzalone can go as well. Anzalone can go. He's always been mid though. He's always been mid. And it's more important that we have a pass rushing linebacker than a pass coverage linebacker right now. Better than what we put on the field, but Woolen from Seattle, the guy from number 27. Yeah, Woolen from Seattle would be amazing. It's going to be costly, but Tariq Woolen would be an amazing pickup. An amazing pickup. What's the other guy's name? Hold on, it's another guy. Let me see. Damn, it's 10 o'clock. We've been on here for a couple hours. What's cut name, bro? I'll pull up in a second. I wonder how they gonna play this though, bro. Like, I'm definitely interested to see how they. Alontae Taylor. That's what I'm thinking of. Alontae Taylor from the Saints. He's not all that, but he's definitely better than everything we got. Alontae Taylor reminds me a little bit of Carlton Davis. Long, physical, can run. Alontae Taylor from New Orleans. Tariq Woolen from Seattle. Jalen Watson from Kansas City. I doubt Kansas City lets both them go. With Kansas City trading McDuffie, they'll probably go ahead and pay Jalen Watson. But Watson would be a great fit here. Tariq Woolen to be a great fit here. And then Alontae Alexander from the Saints will be a great fit here too. Why not try Barnes at edge? They gave Ali McNeill a shot. I don't know. He has that versatility. I mean, they play him at edge though. He stands up on the edge sometimes. When we run one linebacker in the middle. I don't know. I'm over Derek Barnes though. Derek Barnes is cool. He's serviceable, but he doesn't give us anything. You talking about the New Orleans corner? That's Alontae Taylor. Again, I talked about all these guys in my video 3 weeks ago. But yeah, Alontae Taylor, I got projected contracts and all that shit. So yeah, I think Alontae Taylor would be a great pickup as well. There's a lot of things the Lions can do. Question is, will they do it? I mean, no. Let me stop. There's not. I mean, it depends. It depends on the restructuring. If we walk out of here with $80 million in cap, let's say we give 20 to Linderbaum. We got another 60. What would we need to do? What would be our next most important position? I would say Odafe Owe. Go ahead and give him another 20. That leave us with 40. Alontae Taylor is projected to get like 4 years, $45 million. So that ain't nothing but a little over 10. You can still go get him. You could end up with Owe, Linderbaum, and Alontae Taylor. You still have a couple more holes, but you have an edge, a corner, and a center at least. So the Lions can, realistically, if Brad Holmes is as good as advertised, the Lions have options. What up, Sean? I don't know who he just said. The Lions are talking to the Saints. What you mean, El Guapo? You saw a report that the Lions are talking to the Saints? But that wouldn't even matter because Alontae Taylor is not a free he's a free agent, so we wouldn't need to talk to the Saints. Yeah, the Ravens are trading for Max. We talked about that. With Barnes, I keep thinking of what Jameis did to him. Why not try Barnes at edge? They gave what's Barnes? Oh wait, what? El Guapo. I heard the Lions insider say they're talking to the Saints. I don't know if that's true. I don't even want to spread rumors. But who do the Saints even have? Yeah, I don't know who the Saints have under contract that would be. Oh, Alvin Kamara. You think the Lions are trying to go get Alvin? If running backs, I would much rather have Alvin Kamara than James Conner. Because Alvin Kamara is on the block. And we have history. Well, we used to have history because Aaron Glenn. But there has to be some type of history with the Saints. But yeah, if anybody, you wouldn't trade for Alvin Kamara? Let me make sure I ain't tripping. You rather have James Conner over Alvin Kamara? Just let me know how you feeling. It would be cool, just don't think they would do it. Yeah, Alvin Kamara had 120 carries, 700 yards, 8 touchdowns. Longest play was 74 yards. Bro, he averaged 6 point. Oh, that's never mind. I'm looking at 2017. Let me shut up. Last year, Alvin Kamara only played in 11 games, 471 yards. He only scored 1 touchdown. I don't know. Alvin Kamara might be washed. Yeah, Alvin Kamara might be washed. I don't know. Matty Ice, I thought that as well until I looked at the numbers. I thought that as well. Last year, he played in 11 games, 131 carries, 471 yards. He only averaged 3.6 yards per carry. Only had 1 touchdown all year in rushing. Let me see if he's receiving. He only had 657 yards from scrimmage. Yeah, no receiving touchdowns either. 33 catches, 186 yards. AK might be washed, though. But I would take a washed Alvin Kamara over a washed James Conner. Forgot our O-line died? Yeah, me too for a second. I'd rather have J.K. Dobbins or James Conner. Them both injury prone as fuck. Maybe Alvin Kamara is injury prone too. But J.K. Dobbins is a dog. He just always hurt. James Conner too. And I just know us and the history of injuries. I don't know how I feel about that. And then maybe I jumped the gun. Maybe I'm thinking about Alvin Kamara with our previous offensive line, not with our current one. I'd probably go somebody in the draft now that I've thought about it more. I probably have to go somebody in the draft. Probably go somebody in the draft. Somebody young. I do like Sailors, though. I thought Sailors ran really well when he got to play. We let Craig Reynolds go. Lions can draft a running back easily. We need O-line and edge and corner and safety and linebacker. Yeah, they were stacking the box pretty good on him. Remember the quarterback situation. Wait, but Tyler Show was a dog. Tyler Show was like the breakout quarterback of last year, right? Yeah, Tyler Show was a dog. No, he only had 10 touchdowns. He wasn't all that. Started 9 games, 2,700 yards. Went 5-4, 2,300 yards. He rushed for another 3 or 4. 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Okay, no, you're right. They probably were stacking the box. He had 10 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. I don't know why they was hyping this nigga like that. I thought Tyler Sher was out there balling. Nigga, he went 5-4 with 10 touchdowns and 6 picks. Get the fuck out of here. He also had 186 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. I'd rather draft that running back from Arkansas in like the 3rd round, but we don't have a 3rd round pick. I think the fact that they wouldn't be the premier back like they was before, they could make through a season. I don't know about James Conner, but maybe Alvin. I bring back Craig. Get out of here. The way things, I would actually be looking towards Rico Dowdle from Carolina. I'll be looking at Rico. Rico had a huge season last year. I don't know how much Rico is projected, but Rico Dowdle just fits what we want. Six foot, 215, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Average 4.6 yards per carry. If he not looking to break the bank, I would like Rico Dowdle, but he probably looking to be a number 1. They're saying our compensatory pick could change to a 3rd. We get a comp pick for who? Rico going to cost too much. Really? You think? Connor injured too much. Might as well sign Adrian Peterson at that point. With an amazing pass rush, you and I could be decent in the secondary. That's true. But how do you make this pass rush? If you want to make this pass rush amazing, you're going to have to replace 3 different starters. Tyleik Williams is not going to be the starting defensive tackle of an amazing pass rush. Aleem McNeill is not going to be the starting defensive tackle of an amazing pass rush. And then you still need an edge opposite of Aiden because Mohammed is a free agent. Good option. Banger or Atlanta's backup? Who is Banger? What do you mean? That got to be a typo. And then the Atlanta's backup is Tyler Algier. Algier's a dog. I think he would cost more than Rico Dowdle, though. I would love to have Tyler Algier, or I was thinking Rico would be cheaper than Tyler. But I feel like Tyler would be like the first option out of everybody that's a free agent, if that's possible. I feel like Tyler could probably be a starter. But yeah, I wouldn't mind Tyler or Rico Dowdle. I like them both over Kamara and James Conner. It just depends how cheap they want to go at backup running back. And if they feel like, is Jahmyr Gibbs a 3-down back? Because I feel like, nigga, under David Montgomery, when he was here, the offense ran the best when Jahmyr was the change of pace back. And I feel like there could have still been a way to make Jahmyr the change of pace back and still give him more carries. Or still give him more touches. I don't feel like they utilized him enough in the passing game like they kept saying they would. I don't feel like I don't trust Petson, but this shit about to be a shit show. Was referring cheer guy from Carolina. He's a banger. Cheer guy? To your guys in Carolina. Okay, yeah. You talking about Rico Dowdle. Dowdle or Atlanta's backup. So he's saying Dowdle or Tyler Algier. What I've been wondering all day is, do you do Pineda left tackle or keep him where he at? Mind you, we drafted him as a left tackle and we just moved him because of Decker. Was Pineda left tackle at Oregon? I thought he was a right tackle at Oregon too. No, he's a left tackle. You're right. It just depends. For me, honestly, y'all know. Well, I don't know if y'all know, but my guy at left tackle is undoubtedly Monroe Freeland. I like Monroe Freeland. So if we draft Monroe Freeland, I'm not asking Freeland to move to right tackle. I'm keeping Sewell at right tackle and putting Monroe Freeland as my left tackle. But if you get to talking about a guy like, let's say the Lions do the dumbest thing in the world and draft Caden Proctor from Alabama, that big, slow, fat-ass future guard. Now, if you end up drafting a bum like Caden Proctor, I don't want him playing left tackle at all. His big, slow-footed ass, he can't guard a speed rush to save his life. I would put him at right tackle and then help out with a running back or a tight end. At left tackle, though, if you're looking at some of the top guys, I would just take one of those and keep Sewell where he's at. Max, someone similar, very fortunate draft, plus McNeill, plus Williams, plus Aiden will be number one pass rusher. You are out of your mind. I gotta disagree with you, Amika. Aiden Hutchinson, Max Crosby, Talik Williams, and Aleem McNeill is not the number one pass rush in the NFL. It's not even top 10. It's not even top 15. It's not. I'm sorry. It'd be good as fuck though. Okay, maybe it could be top 15. I think it'll be good. I don't think it'll be 2014. Ndamukong Suh, Nick Fairley, Ezekiel Ansah. I don't think it's nowhere near that. But I think the weakness will be the interior at that point. Listen, if you follow this channel for a while, you know I think Aleem McNeill is ass. I've always thought he was ass. I'm sorry. I've always thought he was ass. Even, he had his one good season. I've always thought he was ass. Dumbest thing would be drafted a non-first ballot Hall of Famer like Taylor Decker. First ballot Hall of Famer. But it is what it is. It would be, but even with me saying that, that would still be an upgrade from what we have though. It would be an upgrade. I just don't know about all this top 5, top 10, number 1 shit. Because I think you need an interior. I think you need an interior pass rush. And I don't think we have one because of our scheme. And I currently don't see us as constructed having the linebackers capable of getting the job done on an every down basis as far as pass rushing. And then when you pass rush linebackers and you leave guys in man coverage, I no longer think we have the safeties or the cornerbacks capable. I don't know how they fix this shit. No, I don't know how we fix this shit. I don't know how we fix it. Not in one off season. If Brad Holmes is able to fix it, trust me, I'll come out with the biggest, oh my God, I was wrong video. You're a genius. But the more and more I think about it, I just see us digging our hole deeper. I think Rico might be projected to make about $14 million. Then that would put him out of our price range. If we're looking to save $12 million by letting go of David Montgomery over 2 years, most of that coming in 2026. McNeill got in shape for that contract. He did. Are you looking forward to Talik Williams year 2? No. Not in this scheme. I don't like our defensive scheme as a whole. I hate it. I genuinely dislike it. I like Jim Schwartz's old scheme, bro. I like pass rushers. I like penetrators. I don't want my 2 defensive tackles eating up blocks so my linebackers can pass rush. I hate that. That's so fucking old. Like, it's 2026, bro. What are we doing? That's some shit you run when you run a 3-4 defense. We don't run no fucking 3-4 defense. We run a nickel. Why the fuck are we running a nickel defense? I think the Lions are, man, boy. I think the Lions overperformed. I think they overperformed. Said Brad Holmes shops on 8 Mile, not Grand Circus Park. Tyler is more expensive than Rico. Probably. It's a lot of shit, bro. All these downgrades just don't have me confident about winning the Super Bowl. And then we got a rookie class with only 2 picks in the top 100 that don't leave me confident. And I'm still waiting on these restructurings. We are all still waiting. They keep promising golf is going to take a huge restructure. St. Brown's going to take a huge restructure. When are we going to talk about what if they don't? What if it's just a modest restructure? What if it's not this big, huge restructure? What if Brad Holmes is so incompetent that he's not even asking players to restructure? Sean313 says it would have been beneficial for the Lions to consider hiring Jim Schwartz as their defensive coordinator. No, it wouldn't have. I mean, unless okay, let me take that back because that might be short-sighted of me. I have to give these guys more credit. There is a possibility that if you asked Aleem McNeill and Tyleek Williams to penetrate, that they could do a serviceable job. True. So if Jim Schwartz came over and took over as the defensive coordinator and got to run his scheme, maybe they might be more effective than what they are as we have them currently. I'll give you that. Maybe so. But I promise you, Jim Schwartz does not want to run this trash-ass scheme. Jim Schwartz wants people that are going to attack. They're going to attack down after down. And that's just not the offense that we currently have. This is not the offense we got right now. Best hope Brad replaced Dan not killing people in practice. Oh no, best hope Brad replaced and Dan not killing people in practice. They have to restructure or they tanking. I mean, I know that, buddy. They have to, cause we don't. I know that. But what's taking so long? These are y'all guys. Like, everybody got paid early, but nobody restructured early. It looks like they're waiting till the 19th hour. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he went out and paid everybody early. They had another year on their contract. They could have still played on their rookie contract. And here it is. We need money, and I don't see nobody jumping in front of the bullet to take the. You feel me? Niggas was happy with them early paychecks. Nobody's happy to restructure early. We got another 6 days, though. So, with this Taylor Decker move being one of the biggest or the biggest of the offseason so far, I mean, realistically, between this weekend and next week, it should happen. What do you think about defensive coordinator Shepard? I love Shepard throughout the early part of the season. And then it kind of fell off a cliff. Did it fall off a cliff because the offense couldn't, put up points or, sustain drives as well? But I thought early on he had a good base game plan, and it was effective. And then I think later on in the season, when teams got enough film to see what we were doing and put up counters, I think the adjustment came a little later than I hoped for. To end the season and win, we ran a little more zone. I think that adjustment should have came sooner. But with him being a first year defensive coordinator, there's upside still. I'm not hating him yet. I'm not hating him yet. That could happen next year for sure. But I have to look at it in totality. Great start to the season. Horrible middle. Finish strong. So maybe there's a possibility that he can next year he'll be better at adjusting on the fly, or he'll be more comfortable with his role. But I definitely recognize that, he's a first year coordinator. Well, I think we only $5 million over the cap right now. I tend to agree with you. When I said we were about 30 before, I took that as a direct quote from Mike Valeni. And I just assumed that Valeni and them knew more than me. Now, if Valeni overspoke or misspoke, cool. But yeah, that was definitely a Mike Valeni 97.1 quote. I trust the nigga that lives in Detroit working on the radio more than me. I thought maybe there was something I didn't know about. But yeah, but I definitely remember before he said that, it was like $10 million over the cap. And then, but hold on though. No, that's not making sense to me either now. Because the first figure I remember was we were $10 million over the cap. Then we let go of David Montgomery, and then we let go of Taylor Decker. So if we were $10 million over the cap, which I know for a fact they said a couple, like last month, I'm not understanding how we just cleared $12 million and are still over the cap. Unless they're counting in the guys that are potential free agents that we could bring back, but we haven't. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know. I'm just waiting on the restructures, to be honest with you. I'm not sure how this is working out. Everybody's saying different stuff right now. Because when I made my free agency video, we got $5 million in cap after letting Decker, Glasgow, and Demo go. Are you saying we're left with $5 million over? Oh wait. 1.6, 11, and okay, that would make sense if it was 10. But it should still be more than that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, and Mike Valeni was being sarcastic, but I definitely quoted 97.1 on that. Because when I dropped my video about the free agents, I was under the impression that we were $10 million over the cap too. And with the current cuts that we made, I would expect us to be under the cap now. So you might be right. You might be right. Y'all might be right. I'll take y'all word on that. I really don't know. I mean, Spot Track, I can pull up Spot Track right now. Maybe Mike Valeni was being sarcastic and I just took it too serious. Because I did wonder, how the fuck it go from 10 to 20? Yeah, so it says, as of early March 2026, the Detroit Lions have approximately $4 to $13.5 million in 2026 salary cap space. Key cap hits include Jared Goff with a $69 million cap hit, Amon-Ra St. Brown with a $33 million cap hit, and Aleem McNeill. Oh, yeah, Aleem McNeill got to go, bro. Aleem McNeill got to go. Do y'all know Aleem McNeill has a $28 million cap hit? Like, what the fuck are we doing? What were these contracts, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why Les Snead and the Rams are not in this position. On what fucking planet is Aleem McNeill having a $28 million cap hit, bro? Because his best season, he got 5 sacks. On what fucking planet is $28 million worth a $28 million cap hit? Who structured these contracts? I'm telling y'all, bro. Brad Holmes goes into the negotiating table and bends over and drops his draws, bro. Pause. Cap hit, gang. This nigga's incompetent, bro. and fucking competent. It shouldn't be that. That should have never been a possibility. If you're good at doing contracts, if you're good at structuring contracts, on what planet has Aleem McNeill played well enough that we are in this reality that we currently face? There's no fucking reason on planet Earth for Aleem McNeill to have a $28 million cap hit. For Jared Goff to have a $70 million cap hit. I'm telling you, that's why I told y'all at the beginning of the video. He's a great scout. He is ass at everything else. We could have saved that same 17.6 next year if we cut him after this season. That's all I'm saying. I would have paid him that. I mean, I don't care. We paid him $10 million to walk out the door to save 11. Or save 12 if we round. We paid him $10 million to save 12. I would have just kept him personally. Because Jared Goff is not making $70 million. And Aleem McNeill is not making 28. Amon-Ra, he deserves $33 million, but a $33 million cap hit is fucking insane too. But I understand Jared Goff and Amon-Ra's big cap hits, even though they're way too big. But nigga, Aleem McNeill has a $28 million cap hit, bro. And y'all think this nigga is good at negotiating contracts? I need somebody to explain. I need one of these Brad bots. I need one of these niggas on Reddit. I need one of these niggas that be glazing the Lions. Please explain to me why Aleem fucking McNeill, Mr. 1 Year Wonder, has a $28 million cap hit. This nigga deserves $15 million at most. He deserves $15 million per season at most. What the fuck? This nigga's not Haloti Ngata. This nigga not Sean Rogers. This nigga not Ndamukong Suh. He not even Nick Fairley. What are we talking about, bruh? If you cut Jared Goff, your dead cap hit is going to be more than that $100 million. Ain't no either. Your only two options with Jared Goff is pay him $69 million this year and then cut him and take a $20 million cap hit next year, or make everybody else take pay cuts. But I really can't believe that, bro. I really can't believe I just read that, bro. Aleem McNeill has a 20. Oh, I'm wrong. It's 28.9. He has a 29. You round that up. Aleem McNeill has a $30 million cap hit next year, bro. Aleem fucking McNeill has a $30 million cap hit next year, bro. I damn near want to end the video. I did not know that before we started the video, and I can't get my mind off of it. I'm telling y'all, if I would have knew this before I started the video, I would have ranted on this in minute 5, minute 10. I'm damn near ready to end this video and make a whole nother video purely about Aleem McNeill and a 30 fucking million. Bruh! Gang, y'all hear me? Comment if y'all hear me, bruh. We shouldn't be talking about nothing else. Anybody that it's 65 niggas in here. We had 2,081 views since I went live. Anybody explain to me why Aleem McNeill has a $30 million cap hit like he's fucking Micah Parsons? That damn near might be where we end the video at, bruh. I think that stat kind of wraps up everything I've been trying to say about Brad Holmes and his inefficiencies and his absolutely he is horrible when it comes to contracts. I hear on my TV, but not on my iPad. Something wrong with your iPad, nigga. What I can't fix your iPad, nigga. Something wrong with your iPad, nigga. I can't believe that shit, bro. I really can't believe that shit, bro. Aleem McNeill has a $30 million cap hit, bro. This is insane to me. Wow. Level out, you right. I'm just playing with you, gang. With that being said, bro, it's about to be 11. I can stay on to 11 if y'all wanna. If y'all got questions or y'all got anything y'all want to talk about. But honestly, here as we stand, as I kind of think that wraps up the video for me, for all my points and shit. Aleem McNeill, $30 million cap hit, bro. Brad Holmes is the worst GM in the NFC North. I don't think he's the worst. I think he drafts pretty well. I mean, I don't know. I'll give him one more offseason. You be doing mock drafts and stuff? Nah, not really. I'll give my opinion on who I think we should draft, but I don't really do the mock draft thing. I already have a video out about, the 10 players that I wish we would draft, though. You can go watch that after this video. I do have a video out about the draft, 10 players. I dropped it about last month. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. What up, Andrew? I just can't believe Aleem McNeill has a $30 million cap hit. $30 million for Aleem McNeill, bro? What did he do last year? Oh, my God. 2025, in 10 games, Aleem McNeill had 14 total tackles. And he has a $30 million cap hit. I want to repeat to everybody that's still here. Aleem McNeill started 10 games for the Detroit Lions last year and had 14 tackles. Less than 2 tackles per game. And has a $30 million cap hit. Fuck tackles. Let's talk about it. 10 starts. 1 pass deflection. 1 forced fumble. 1 sack. 2 tackles for loss. 3 quarterback hits. $30 million cap hit. That is fucking insane to me. Because in 2024, he started in 14 games. He had 25 tackles in 14 games. Again, less than 2 tackles per game, y'all. The nigga averages less than 2 tackles per game. He had 3.5 sacks in 14 games. No, I'm sorry. 25 tackles in 14 games. Yeah. 28 will be 2 tackles per game. 25 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, 7 quarterback hits, 3.5 sacks. $30 million cap hit. Aleem is a dog. Bro, I want you to do who said that? SAMPHY 90. What I want you to do, I want you to pick up your phone, right? Go to Google. In your Google search, I want you to put Aleem McNeill PFR. 3 different words. Aleem space McNeill space PFR. And I want you to look at his career. Aleem McNeill has 5 sacks in one season and a combined total of 7 sacks in the other 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 sacks in one season, 7 sacks in the other 4 combined. What the fuck about that makes Aleem McNeill a dog? Explain this to me. Aleem McNeill is what we call a one-year wonder. Aleem McNeill, best season came when Aiden was hurt. He's a disruptor and a run stuffer. How is he a run stuffer averaging less than 2 tackles per season for his career? 2 tackles per game for his career. For his career, he averages less than 2 tackles per game. Matter of fact, let me look that up. I don't want to lie to you because I don't want to be a hater. Hold on, let me do some quick research right now. I believe he averages less than 2 tackles per game for his career. But let me make sure I'm not tripping. 17, 17, 13, 14, 10. 17, 17, 13, 14, 10. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. Do you know he's never had 20 tackles in a season in his career? Do you know that there's a 17-game season and the most tackles he's ever had is 17? How the fuck is that a dog? All right, hold on. I'm going to get 15, 17, 17, 17, 5. Hold on. Who else do you think is a better defense? I'll do that too. Just give me a second. If I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. He averages 1 tackle per game for his career. Now, Omar Garcia, are you telling me? No, not Omar. SAMPHY 90. Are you telling me that every defensive tackle in the league averages 1 tackle per game for their career? 1? Nigga, 1? Is that what you're telling me right now? Go look at my favorite defensive tackle. Okay. Well, I'm going to start at the top. But don't get me wrong. The first 2 names I'm going to search are going to be Jeffrey Simmons in Tennessee and Chris Jones in Kansas City. The nigga averages 1 tackle per game for his career. I'm gonna go look. I'm looking right now. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. Okay. Now, the first player, I'm not even, look, that's Chris Jones, nigga. Stop playing with me. That's Chris Jones, nigga. Can you see that? That's Chris Jones. Tell me where you see Chris Jones having less than 20 tackles. Sam. I fuck with you, Sam. Show me where you see Chris Jones having less than 20 tackles. I'm about to go to Jeffrey Simmons next. Because Chris Jones, I don't know if he's making $30 million. I don't know if Chris Jones has a $30 million cap hit. I don't know if Jeffrey Simmons has a $30 million cap hit. But I would guess. Matter of fact, let me look that up too. Hold on. I don't want to guess. Okay. Chris Jones has a $44 million cap hit. That's a lot less than a Lee McNeill. We're going to move on to Jeffrey Simmons now. Okay, a better comp, okay? We're gonna use Jeffrey Simmons because Chris Jones is just too good. Lee McNeill has a $30 million cap hit in 2026. Jeffrey Simmons of Tennessee has a $25 million cap hit. Now let's look up Jeffrey Simmons. Oh, yeah, you got to get the fuck out of here. Look at Jeffrey Simmons' stats, nigga. Where the fuck? Nigga, why the fuck does Lee McNeill make more than Jeffrey Simmons? Look at them tackles. Look at them fucking tackles, nigga. Why does he make more than Jeffrey Simmons? Jeffrey Simmons had 39 tackles last year. Lee McNeill had... Let me go back to Aleem. Jeffrey Simmons had 39 tackles, gang. $25 million cap hit. He had 39. He had 67 combined tackles. 67 combined tackles, 21 quarterback hits, 17 tackles for loss. Aleem McNeill has never done that in his life. Aleem McNeill, oh my God, you just made me work. You just made me madder. Aleem McNeill with a $30 million cap hit. Oh my fucking God, this is the dumbest contract I've ever seen in my life. Aleem McNeill, his most was 41, but it's gone down every year, right? Aleem McNeill's rookie year, it was 39. His sophomore year was 41, and then it's gone down. So 39, 41, 32, 25, 14. Has he ever had 17 tackles for loss? No. Aleem McNeill has never had 8 tackles for loss in his career, let alone double digits. Aleem McNeill has never had, his career high is 7 tackles for loss. When you get to talking about Jeffrey Simmons or, no, you're wrong. Just admit you're wrong. I don't need to. Aleem McNeill sucked dick and his contract is stupid. Period, point blank. We talking about niggas that get damn near 20 tackles for loss per season. And then you get to Aleem McNeill, a defensive tackle that's a run disruptor who's never had more than 7, but he has a $30 million cap hit, averaging 1 tackle per game. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all got to stop glazing. Y'all got to stop glazing, bro. It's a bad contract. It's a shitty contract. It's a terrible fucking contract. He's ass. The nigga's ass, bro. I proved my point. Now you give me a defensive tackle. Who do you think? Who do you compare him to? That's my better question. Because maybe Jeffrey Simmons or Jeffrey Simmons makes $25 million. Chris Jones makes $44 million. Maybe they're too good to compare him to, even though Jeffrey Simmons is 10 times better than him and makes $5 million less than him. Aleem gets as many total as Simmons gets solo. But you do realize Jack Campbell gets all the tackles on our team. We run 3 linebackers. Sam, that is a great... Hey, Sam, I'm not even mad at you. I love your deflection. I love your glazing style. Let me go ahead and pull it up because I love a good debate. And I fuck with you. I respect you. I hope you subscribed. I hope you liked the video. I fuck with you. But let me go. Hold on. Let me see. I'm pulling up Jack Campbell's now. I just want to fact check. I just want to see if you're right. Calais Campbell. Oh yeah. Calais Campbell at 40 is performing better than him. I'll pull him up. I'll pull him up too. Hold on. All right, now Jack Campbell has been in the league since 2023. He has 95, 131, and 176 tackles. Cool. That's all. And Sam, that's a lot of fucking tackles. Okay? You got me. It's a lot of fucking tackles. But there's also Jack Campbell. And this is where you lose me. Okay? Because you can pull it up yourself. Jack Campbell has never had more than 9 tackles for loss. Okay? So my point still is going to be, no. Sam, I get it. Jack won All-Pro. Jack is a fucking dog. But the reason Jack won All-Pro is because Linemen McNeill ain't doing shit. Jack Campbell had to make all the tackles. Jack Campbell in 17 game seasons has never had double-digit tackles for loss, which means Jack Campbell is not shooting the gap. Jack Campbell is not disrupt. Jack Campbell is cleaning up the defensive lineman's inefficiency. That's what I need you to understand. Yes, Jack Campbell overcompensates for a Linemen McNeill being ass. When you look at it and you see Jeffrey Simmons, a very good defensive tackle, and you look and you see Chris Jones, a very good, they have double digit 20, 15, 20, 25, maybe not 25, 15, 20, 17, 18, 19 tackles for loss. Neither Jack Campbell nor Linemen McNeill has ever had more than 9 tackles for loss in a season, which means Jack Campbell is doing a whole lot of cleanup because Jack Campbell can get 140 tackles. Are those tackles 4 yards past the line of scrimmage? Are those tackles 5 yards past the line of scrimmage? Are those tackles 6 yards past the line of scrimmage? Like, where are these tackles? They're not happening in the backfield. So why the fuck is a nigga that has never had 9 tackles for loss in his entire fucking life have a $30 million cap hit? Yeah, because our D-line was ass this year. Lean was coming off injuries. A big man come. Sam, he's never had 9 tackles for loss in his entire fucking career. You talking about one season. For his entire fucking career, he averages 1 tackle per game. And less than 1 tackle for loss per game. Please, brother, I want to respect you. I want to like you because I love a good debate. But at some point, you have to concede Linemen McNeill is dog shit. And my nigga Day, you right. That's the point. A person with a $30 million cap hit shouldn't be letting the linebacker get all the tackles. He's the type of player where stats aren't going to show his game. Look at his best year's highlights. And that's where you lost me. I've been doing film sessions for the Lions for a long time. I have on multiple occasions done film sessions on Linemen McNeill showcasing how dog shit he is. That's why I hate the nigga. I've been doing film on this nigga. He's dog shit. You average less than 1 tackle per game for your career. You average less than a tackle. Sam, please. Please don't unsubscribe. Please don't take this the wrong way. Shut the fuck up. Nigga, shut your fuck up. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. This is just me being me. Nigga, shut the fuck up. This nigga, for his career, averages 1 tackle per game and has a $30 million cap hit. Suck my balls. Suck my balls. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. Get the fuck out of here. Because I don't mean that disrespectfully. Sam, I need you to tell me. This is a two-part question. Do you agree that Aleem McNeill deserves a $30 million cap hit? And if you don't agree that he deserves a $30 million cap hit, what do you think his cap hit should be? Because I understand you think he's the type of player whose stats aren't going to show his game. Okay? And okay, I know there's players like that where the stats aren't everything. All we're saying is a $30 million cap hit for Aleem McNeill is absolutely fucking disgusting. So I need a two-part question for you, Sam. Do you agree that do you agree he deserves a $30 million cap hit? And if you don't, where would you rather have his cap hit at? Like, what's a good cap hit for him? Number 1 offense, number 25 defense equal miss the playoffs. That's insane to me, bro. Aleem McNeill has a $30 million cap hit. This nigga Brad Holmes can't structure contracts to save his fucking life. And I've been saying this, but y'all just don't want to admit it. Y'all don't want to fucking admit it. He can't structure a contract to save his life. He can't structure a contract. He sucks doing contracts. He sucks with the NFL side of it. He's a great scout. Except you know, the complete fucking bums he's drafted, like Levi, Pascal, and what's the other nigga name? The nigga we in the third round we should have never drafted. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. He never played, so I don't know what his name is. The nigga from the small school weighed 300 plus pounds. We drafted him in third round and then let his ass go. Broderick Martin. Outside of the absolutely dog shit picks on the D-line, like, come on, Sam. And don't leave, Sam. Don't leave. I need to know. Defensive tackles aren't all about racking up tackles. I know. I'm asking you, though. I feel like you're moving the goalposts. I just need you to answer me, Sam. Do you agree with his $30 million? Sam, does he deserve a $30 million cap hit? That's all I want to know from you, Sam. And I promise this is no disrespect. Even though I might say some crazy shit that you might think is disrespect, just understand I'm mobby. I don't mean no. I talk to you how I talk to my homeboys. I call my homeboys bitch ass niggas. Like, I call them fuck niggas, but I don't mean it. They wouldn't be my friends if they was really bitch ass niggas. But I say it sometimes. Yes. Film from this year when he was. I cannot believe this nigga said that. Oh my God. Oh, hey Sam, you got it, bruh. I'm not even gonna disrespect you, bruh. I'm just gonna disagree with you to the umpteenth power. There is no way you can convince me that Aleem McNeill deserves a $30 million cap hit. Hell nah. Yeah, them notes are colorful. Yeah, them notes definitely colorful. Maybe he gets doubled in runs. I've pulled up film. See, and I love that maybe word. Y'all niggas be trying to save y'allself with that maybe word. But you have to remember whose channel you're on. You can go back through the archive of my videos and find Aleem McNeill film sessions, and you won't see this fat bitch getting double teamed. You'll see Aiden getting double teamed. You'll see Aiden Hutchinson getting triple teamed. I promise you won't see Aleem McNeill. Did you forget Aiden Hutchinson's on your offensive line? Tell me, Sam, how the fuck is Aiden Hutchinson getting triple teamed and Aleem McNeill getting double teamed? How, nigga? I'm sorry, but I can't relax. How? How is Aiden Hutchinson getting triple teamed? And that's 5 niggas on 2 players, which means you got 3 niggas rushing the passer with nobody blocking them. Nigga, do you live in reality? Do you live in reality, Sam? How is Aleem McNeill getting double teamed when Aiden Hutchinson is getting triple teamed, Sam? I love you, Sam. I just disagree with you, brother. Ain't nothing wrong. You are a Lee McNeill fan. I can't be mad at you. You can have your favorite player. Hell, I love Justin Fields. Everybody says he's ass. I love Justin Fields. Everybody say that nigga ass. I would love Justin Fields on our team right now. So I ain't mad at you, Sam. I just vehemently disagree with you. Kirby Joseph cap hit ain't $30 million. Kirby, I don't know. I just Googled it, right? Google says Kirby Joseph has a $5.6 million cap hit. Am I tripping? I think they backloaded Kirby Joseph's contract, bro. I think they backloaded his contract. I think his guaranteed money is more important. But it's showing me, am I tripping? Mind you, Aiden had a career year after snapping his leg in half. That is crazy. Hold on. Let me look. 2026. No, yeah. I'm sorry, Sam Murphy, you're wrong. I'm on overthecap.com right now. I'll show you. Okay. All right, if y'all can see that. Now Kirby Joseph has a $19 million dead cap, but his cap towards the season for 2026, it shows $5.4 million. In 2027, it'll be $9 million. In 2028, it'll be $13 million. In 2029, it'll be $17 million. And in 2030, it'll be $40 million. So his 2030 look, y'all, just so y'all don't think I'm lying. In 2030, Kirby Joseph has a $40 million cap hit. That is fucking insane. I've never heard of a nigga having a $40 million cap hit as safety. But Kirby Joseph's contract is nowhere near worse than Lee McNeill's. This nigga has a $30 million. Come on, bro. I'm sorry, bro. This shit is ridiculous. At this point, it's just ridiculous, bro. At this point, it's just ridiculous. Maybe he gets doubled in runs. How the fuck do they know when we're running the ball? And come on, bro. How do they know when we're going to run the ball, bro? I'm sorry. I sound stupid. When they run the ball, they double team him. I'm sorry. I sound really stupid just saying that. I'm sorry. Maybe. But this is my point. If you're getting bro, do you think Chris Jones doesn't get doubled when they run the ball against the Kansas City Chiefs? Do you think Jeffrey Simmons doesn't get doubled when they run the ball against the Tennessee Titans? How come only our player averages 1 tackle per game and less than 1 tackle per loss per game? Like, what are we talking about, Sam? No, Sam. Yeah. He says, hold on, let me let you get your shit off, because I ain't just trying to shit on you. He says, what did you just say, you dumb fuck? How do they know we're running the ball? He's on defense, retard. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. That was some stupid shit to say. I corrected myself, though, before I read your comment. Why don't the other top paid defensive tackles have this problem? That's my follow-up. You right. Get your shit off. Talk your shit, Sam. Why don't Jeffrey Simmons, who gets double teamed during the runs because he's the best defensive lineman on the field. See, that's the difference that I need you to realize, right? All three of these players are defensive tackles. The difference is Jeffrey Simmons is the best defensive lineman, period, on the Titans. Chris Jones is the best defensive lineman, period, on the Chiefs. Lee McNeill is the second best defensive lineman on our team. So Jeffrey Simmons is getting double teamed, triple teamed. Chris Jones is getting double teamed, triple teamed during the run because they're the best linemen on the field, and they play defensive tackle. Why is Lee McNeill makes $30 million getting double teamed and averaging 1 tackle per loss per game? And then you keep mentioning Jeffrey Simmons and Chris Jones, but have they ever had an ACL? What the fuck do that got to do with anything? Sam, this is what you keep forgetting. Chris Jones and Jeffrey Simmons aren't one-year wonders. Don't you know that? Don't you know that Chris Jones and Jeffrey Simmons have multiple years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of domination? Lee McNeill has 0. Lee McNeill has 1 good season, and he was not fucking dominant. He has 1 good season where he was good. Lee McNeill's been in the league. Let me calm down. Lee McNeill has been in the league 5 years. He has 1 great. I'll call it great. I don't think he was great. 5 sacks ain't great to me. Okay? 5 sacks is not great to me, bruh. 5 sacks is a good year. Lee McNeill has 1 good year his entire fucking career. Jeffrey Simmons has as many good years as Lee McNeill has total years. Chris Jones has as many good years as Lee McNeill has total years. That's what y'all not listening. Man, pull up his highlights. This nigga want to talk about highlights. Oh my God, bruh. All right. Answer me this question, bruh. Sam. And just give me a number. I don't want a lot of extra words, bro. Sam, how many highlights does Lee McNeill have on his best highlight tape? Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 25? How many highlights? Because look, Sam, you want me to pull up the highlights, and I get you. But let me go back. But when a nigga averages less than 1 tackle per game and less than 1 tackle per loss per game, how many fucking highlights does he have? Sam, what's a highlight to you, bro? Now I gotta know, nigga. What's a highlight to you, bro? Do you want me to pull up highlights of him getting double teamed and not doing nothing? Because for his career, he averages 1 tackle per game. For his career, he averages less than 1 tackle for loss. So what the fuck am I going to be seeing on his highlights? How many highlights does he have? Does he have 8 plays in a 17-game season? Is that good? Like, come on, bruh. What are you talking about? Give me 5 better defensive tackles? Okay. Give me 1 second. Because I got 2 off the head. Hold on. He says, give me 5 better defensive tackles. Are you ready, Sam? Sam. Lee McNeill is younger than all those players, less productive than all those players, and getting paid $30 million next year. I don't know how you thought that helped you. Look, peep game. You said name 5 better defensive tackles. Okay. Dexter Lawrence of the New York Giants is the number 1 interior game wrecker in the league. Chris Jones is the best pass rushing defensive tackle. Jalen Carter of the Eagles is 75 million times better than motherfucking Lee McNeill. Jeffrey Simmons is better than Lee McNeill. Quinnen Williams is better than Lee McNeill. Cameron Hayward is better than Lee McNeill. Do we have to keep going? Do you know the Baltimore Ravens have Justin Matabuke, who had 13 sacks in 2024 and 6.5 in 2025? Come on, bro. Stop it. I can definitely give you 5 better defensive tackles who are all way more productive. Every defensive tackle I just named averages more than 1 tackle per game for his career. Averages more than less than 1 tackle per loss per game. Matter of fact, bro, I'm done arguing with y'all. That was easy. I gave him more than 5. That was the easiest question I was ever asked in my life. There's no way you just asked me that, bro. There's no way you just asked me that, bro. There is no way you just asked me that, bro. Oh, wait, why I gotta be off the top of my head? Nigga, I'm a Lions fan. I'm not a fucking anybody else. I don't have a second favorite team, gang. Come on, gang. I don't have a second favorite team. But I know there are better players than Lee McNeill out there on other teams. So, yes, I had to go to my phone. No, I can't do it off the top of my head because my channel is a pure 100% Detroit Lions channel. I don't cover the entire league, Sam. I cover us. So, yes, I need to do research to figure out other players on other teams, gang. And with less than 5 seconds of research, I gave you 6 to 7 players way better than Lee McNeill, and he's making $30 million. He's making more than all of them except one. He makes more money than Jalen Carter. Sam, is Jalen Carter better than Lee McNeill or not? Yes, Jalen Carter's better. Stop it. Jalen Carter's younger and better. Lee McNeill makes $30 million. Come on, bro. I'm done, bro. I'm done debating, bro. I'm done, bro. That nigga crazy. Bro. That nigga crazy, bro. Lee McNeill's best season is an average season for all those players. 5 sacks. That one time. Hell nah, gang. Good to see you back live, Mobby. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to go live now. We're going to go live at least 2 times a week from now on. Because I realize niggas fuck with the live videos. So we'll definitely go live more. But, Day, you right. That shit was easy, gang. That was easy as fuck. That might have been the easiest debate I've ever had. I've had tougher debates with Luke G than what I just had with you, Sam. I've had tougher debates with Luke G, Sam. Shit is crazy. There's no way in hell anybody is about to justify Lee McNeill having a $30 million cap hit. Get this bum ass nigga off my team. Just bum ass nigga off my team, bro. Running people's blood pressure up for a Lee McNeill is crazy, ain't it? Man, I forgot about Luke G, LOL. Shout out Luke G. I've had tougher debates with Luke G, gang. I'll say all that to say, Brad Holmes might be the worst offseason negotiator I've ever seen. There's no way in hell Lee McNeill should have a $30 million cap hit, Jared Goff have a $70 million cap hit, and then Amon-Ra have a $33 million cap hit. Lee McNeill get paid almost as much as Amon-Ra. Is he almost as productive as Amon-Ra? Fuck no. Has he ever led our team in catches, yards, touchdowns? No. Has he ever led our team in tackles for loss, or sacks? No. Why is his cap hit $30 million? Then my nigga Sam ain't commented in a long time. It's all right, Sam. We ain't gonna judge you, bruh. You still good here. You can comment. You can pop in. We ain't judging you, bruh. You just lost the debate. That's all. You just lost a little debate. You good. Amon Ra is top 5 at his position, and Lehman's not. That's a great context to add, my nigga. Scorpio. John says McNeill has a 52 PFF grade with a $30 million cap hit. And y'all keep talking about Brad Holmes is some genius. This nigga's an idiot. He can't do shit but draft. It's more to being a GM than drafting. It's a lot more to being a GM than just drafting. And I feel like that's where he needs the most work. Going and signing all these players early, overpaying niggas like McNeill. Derek Barnes don't deserve his contract. Even though his contract is modest, Derek Barnes is worthless. McNeill, worthless. Pascal, worthless. Onwuzurike, worthless. That's 3 worthless players on one defensive line, bro. And then we got more. Marcus Davenport, worthless. What are we talking about, bro? DJ Reader, worthless. This nigga Brad Holmes, bro. He booty cheeks. The nigga definitely booty cheeks. Just booty cheeks, bro. I don't know, bro. But I'm gonna get up off here. We had a great live. I'm glad everybody tuned in because I'll definitely go live more often. Y'all tune in more to the lives than y'all do the little, you know what I'm saying? The little drops. Y'all niggas be wanting to talk to me. Fuck it. We can sit up here and chop it up then. If that's what y'all want to do. Y'all want to chop it up, we going to chop it up. Probably next time there's breaking news, I'll go live again. I'm thinking about doing another free agency video / draft video after the Taylor Decker news, so I'll probably try to get that out. If anybody got any last words, any last questions, any last things they want to say, let me know. Been up here with y'all for about 3 hours. It's a good ass live. But yeah, man, this shit crazy. I did not know McNeill had $30 million cap hit, bro. That's insane. This nigga so mid making $30 fucking million. If you don't get the fuck out of here, bro. And that's why we in the position we in. That's why we got to let go of Taylor Decker, bro. That's why. We got to let go of Taylor Decker. We got to let go of David Montgomery. We got to let some of our best players walk so McNeill can make $30 million a year. And y'all niggas is happy with that. It's fucking insane. I'm about an hour behind catching up. I've always liked TA at safety. Yes, McNeill has a $30 million cap hit in 2026. As a Commanders fan, I understand your frustration. Hard to explain Lions fans suffering. Yeah, man. It really is. Because just for as good as our general manager is at drafting, he's just as bad as it is in negotiating contracts. This nigga McNeill has a $30 million cap hit. I'm gone, bro. Shout out to everybody that stayed for the full 3 hours. Shout out to everybody that tapped in. Shout out to everybody that popped in. Everybody with a comment or a question. Y'all have a good ass night. Have a great weekend. Y'all stay safe if y'all go out. It has been a little warmer. Y'all might be wanting to go out, go to the club, go to the bar. Y'all niggas be safe out there. Watch your back. If it feel weird, go home early, nigga. Get drunk and go home. Other than that, I think it's be safe. I'm sure there's a lot more news that's about to drop. We got some restructures that's supposed to be coming up. Hopefully a trade. Free agency starts in 6 days. So basically our second season is coming up. The height of the offseason is coming up. We'll see what these niggas can do. I'm expecting restructuring from Aleem McNeill's trash ass. I'm expecting a restructure from Jared Goff. I'm expecting a restructure from St. Brown. We lost Taylor Decker, bro. We lost Taylor. We saved. That's what's crazy, bro. Do people think Aleem McNeill's better than Taylor Decker? Because Taylor Decker had a $21 million cap hit. Aleem McNeill has a 30. Cutting Taylor Decker saved us $11 million. Aleem McNeill has a $30 million cap hit. I don't know about you, but if you ask me who I would rather have on the team between Taylor Decker and Aleem McNeill, I'll choose Taylor Decker 10 times out of 10. How many sacks or pressures he get last year? 1. 1 sack, 3 quarterback hits for Aleem McNeill last year. One sack, 3 quarterback hits for Aleem McNeill last year, bro. Is what it is, my brother. Let me make sure. I'm going to double check that for you. And I understand he was coming back from an injury, but he's only had one good season. You can look up any season under Aleem McNeill and you're going to get the same stats, bro. Outside of that 1 year, he had 5 sacks. Outside of that 1 year, he had 5 sacks. His career looks the same every year. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with Google, bro? (2025) 10 starts, 1 pass deflection, 1 forced fumble. 2024 in 14 games, 1 pass deflection, 1 forced fumble. 2023 in 13 games, 1 pass deflection, 1 forced fumble. 2025 in 10 games, 1 sack. 2024 in 14 games, 3.5 sacks. 2023 in 13 games, 5 sacks. Never had more than 7 tackles for loss in the season, which was in 2024. His most quarterback hits he had 10. One time in 2023 when he had 5 sacks. He's never had more than 7 outside of it. It is what it is, man. Y'all have a good night. Again, we'll be back with more content when it's available. Nothing but love. Shout out to the Liddy Mob. It's your boy, There Goes Mobby. I'm out.